Welcome in, family. Welcome in. Take a seat. We are checking out COD Next and getting all the news announcements and reveals for Black Ops 7. And we made it just in time. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical issues. Oh, okay. So if you're paying attention, they're handing out free beta codes at the bottom of the screen. So grab them. And don't forget, I believe you can watch it on Twitch for an hour and you get a free beta code. Be right back. All right, we back. I got my MGS Delta limited edition dog tag on. Always keep that on for good luck. And got the Astrobot hoodie. Thing is fire.
Almost there. We're securing the objective.
So what are we thinking? We think it's just going to be a bunch of great marketing and hype only to get more of the same. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like I've been burned by Call of Duty so many times thinking, yeah, it's going to be different. We're getting a bunch of content. We're getting this, we're getting that. And it just ends up being just like recycled more of the same stuff. So I'm kind of just here with an open mind because I'm kind of craving an FPS, to be honest. Like a good one. But hey, right now I'm leading toward Battlefield. I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
What's going on? We're here live at COD Next, Black Ops 7. Welcome to COD Next 25. This is crazy. We're living in the future. I've been so hyped for this for so long.
Yeah, I mean, we already know they know how to market, so.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. 250 of your favorite creators and press have arrived to reveal live Black Ops 7 gameplay and more. Today, we'll dive into 6 all-new beta maps and show you what's coming to Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Starting with Blackheart. The Forge. Toshin. Exposure. Imprint. Cortex. We'll peel back the curtain on Zombies with our first live look at the new round-based Zombies map, Ashes of the Damned. We'll drop in to a first look at a new Warzone Resurgence map. And we've got big updates for Call of Duty Mobile. And plenty of more surprises in store. We're moments away from kicking off into live gameplay, but first, some exciting info for our viewers at home. Be sure to stay
There you
tuned
go.
in throughout the day for a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Black Ops 7, just by watching this stream on the official Call of Duty Twitch and YouTube channels. Take a look at the chat on either of these streams for more details. Everything you're seeing in multiplayer gameplay today will be playable in the open beta, with early access starting on October 2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access to experience a small taste of zombies. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the beta. Don't forget to preload starting tomorrow.
Sorry, y'all, a little distracted because I'm working on some technical issues on the back end, making sure everything sounds right and looks right.
To be joined by some of the team from Treyarch, Max Grunts, Yael Miller. Guys, welcome to the Omni Room.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
We are about to see Black Ops 7 gameplay here today. But before we begin, Matt, you got to walk us through what was your approach to designing multiplayer for Black Ops 7?
Well, that would take many hours to really talk through.
Long answer, but
I'll keep it brief. So I really started with that 2035 setting, right? The amazing 2035 setting really allowed the team to get their creative juices flowing. Of course, 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2,
Right.
which means we can really tap into that gold mine that is Black Ops 2, the content. You're going to see a lot of your classic favorites, of course, a ton of brand new content in the beta at COD Next and at launch, but really being able to just dig into that future setting, a lot of fun.
now, Yale, we introduced Omni Movement in Black Ops 6, and that was a massive innovation. But you guys of Treyarch have really continued to refine core movement. What can players expect to feel today and in the beta?
I think, as Matt said, we really started by looking at what would that 2035 operator do, and started looking at different ways we could improve movement. So things like wall jump have been added, and just different ways to attack maps, and then also just looking at everything and really refining and building out the most fluid movement we've ever done. And we really feel that leans into everything that makes Black Ops 7 great.
I cannot wait. And guys, it's now time to jump straight into gameplay. We're wasting no time whatsoever.
All right, we're heading
Thank you
straight
so
into
much for
gameplay.
your time. We'll be
What are we
back in a moment.
thinking?
For now, the first look, live gameplay of Black Ops 7 here at COD Next. Take it away, casters.
Stephanie, dev team, wow, we could not be more thrilled to get things going. I hold shift here with Dream Crazy.
All right, we're getting multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, and mobile rundown
Zombies, Warzone, mobile.
for the 12 people that play on mobile.
Crazy. We're not waiting, we're not delaying, we're jumping into map number 1.
Definitely. I mean, I cannot wait, Shift, as we have so much content here today. Map number 1 coming in on Blackheart, where the guild is extracting resources, and we see a lot of revolving walls.
Yeah.
That is the one thing with Black Ops 7 that I'm most excited for, is that duality of, of just kind of like interior fights versus exterior fights, with the wall jumping with the walls.
You want to talk about walls, Ellen? Take a look at the walls of the venue. Everything lit up, projections are hot, and we're going to start things off with the king. If you don't know, I was going to say you're about to know, but Scump, not the greatest of opening starts. Now, let's talk about weapons and all the UI elements just to kind of start. Blackheart, a map that you're going to be seeing a lot of quick, frenetic action, but the thing that we want to keep an eye out for is what weapons, what field upgrades, what are the things that these, pro players, former pro players, major content creators are going to be using today.
Yep, and then
I remember
he has
this
a sub
map
in his
from
hand,
the,
right? This is the Dravik 45.
I think the trailer.
Black Ops 7 bringing in 16 new multiplayer weapons, 30 in total, right? But in the beta, this is a weapon that's fast. Obviously, as you can see, Scump, he is slaying out of his mind, but this is an exciting one to see as the duality of the burst.
Yeah,
We're gonna
y'all
see
will
a
notice
lot
a
from
little
Tech
bit of,
Mask, right? Just kind of just utilizing the
a little bit of
stopping
audio and video sound
It's
fluctuation.
going to be
I'm
interesting, I think, to see.
testing out a couple
for those
things.
that are avid fans of the Call of
I've
Duty
tweaked a lot of
franchise,
stuff on
you
the
hear
back
the devs
end,
talking
so
about how this is a spiritual
apologize
successor to Black Ops 2, but it's in a reinvented, new, nostalgic way.
the
that
constant
ties
disruption,
into
but,
the old while still
it's
building
just
on
stuff
the
I gotta
new.
figure
and
out.
I think, for those that really enjoyed Omni Movement from Black Ops
when
6,
you're new to
you're
streaming,
going to be able to
that's what you
still
gotta deal
feel
with.
that thrill, that surge of adrenaline kind of bouncing through the map. But the big thing is this jumping mechanic. And as we start to go from player to player, creator to a creator, you're going to see some players have really honed in to what exactly they can do off that wall jumping. And of course, here at Call of Duty Next, our official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7 is AMD. So make sure you check them out if you're looking to improve and optimize your
All right, so
PC.
how is
I
my
love that you point that out because yes, that's the base
Black
thing.
Diamond,
We
if you
increased the
could,
base speed,
how's
and now
my
we're looking at not having
mic
tap sprint. So we saw some of
versus
these players, right? They're not
the,
using
video
dexterity,
audio?
so you kind of see a little bit more clunkiness coming in the UI here. But dexterity being a very big factor when it comes to moving faster.
Yeah, loadouts, perk buildouts. It does feel like this year throws a little bit more weight onto what you're going to do. I know that there's been a lot of conversation surrounding some of the elements in movement, talking about obviously the Omni movement still carrying over from one title to another, the wall jumping, but also keep in mind just the base level at which you sprint at. We'll talk more about that throughout the day, and we'll get a couple of in-hand looks to kind of see what that looks like, the tack sprint versus not really having that in this game. But I will tell you, when we had a chance to play just a couple of maps yesterday, the game feels really smooth and really consistent, still building on the core elements that we were seeing from last year.
The M8A1, a gun that we have seen consistent. I was getting murked with this one as it is at Symphony's using it quite well, a 2-burst weapon, but this being very, very powerful. We'll see a lot of players probably using this, and as you can see, Corsair, right? Prepare for battle, official gaming hardware.
ready for all the
partner
sweat.
of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So Corsair, so much Call of Duty next.
about that time?
It's absolutely the case. And I will say the Peacekeeper, another weapon that a lot of people were curious to see in terms of that kind of more main style AR. Is it going to provide, you know, an AR title this year? And I will say, watching some of the players that are in the CDL and those long-standing content creators, whether they have competitive experience or just a lot of in-game experience, watching them use that Peacekeeper has been really, really enlightening. I think it's really got a level of balance built in with the draft that you're talking about. The SMG versus AR feels very neutral right now. So, well, if you're looking for an honest take, don't go much further than Legion stream. He'll give you every emotion, reaction, and feeling he's got.
Oh gosh, yeah, I mean reaction time, right? You have to be fast when it comes to some of these, I love the perks, right? The hybrid perks, some of the specialties that you can equip, as we saw Legion using that. But look at Aiden utilizing, diving around the drill for Blackheart. That's what we were talking about, the grinder pit. You have to jump over or diving bell to take flanks, right? So that's an area that you have to be careful with.
Exactly the case, EWC champion in Warzone. But as you see it, again, you saw him bouncing from wall to wall to wall. You're going to need to get yourself a level up on the opponents that you're going to be facing in the beta. So go ahead and head over to Scuff, gear up for Call of Duty, the official controller for Call of Duty. Get those back buttons going. Make sure you can bounce freely, get those stead slides out of the way, and make sure that you're moving like the best of them.
Moving like the best of us. Oh, the best. You don't want to die like the rest. Aiden utilizing that wall jump feature. Oh gosh, bounce. And even utilize that to even kind of like jump pink over situations. But look at how quick Aiden is moving. And in typical COD fashion, we love to see maps like this kind of catering to pub and comp players, right?
Yeah.
You're going to see a blend of everything.
And we're going to talk a lot about the map design and hear specifically from the designers themselves later in the show. But I think one of the things that old school Call of Duty players are going to recognize nearly immediately is the reinstitution of a lot more of that traditional kind of 3-lane style map. This one in particular is exactly that. It feels, you know, in a way that you can get from lane to lane very quickly. It's got a nice central area, a couple of decent POIs where you find a lot of the engagements that you're going to get. And like you mentioned, it's not small, it's not large, it's just that perfect little middle ground of building in that balance of finding good engagements while at the same time still being able to feel like you can finesse your life and extend possible score streaks like we're seeing here for Anna.
In Call of Duty history, the maps is the most important thing, and I think for these players, they're looking at that. Like, do we see 3 lanes? Like, you know, do we see kind of like height advantages, disadvantages? And, well, even just to kind of the central drill area, there's a lot of fights that do take place that are close range in here. And, yeah, something like the Peacekeeper, having that weapon that you can take medium to long range fights, but also close range. Peacekeeper's a good one, and the Dravik has been a sub that we've been seeing quite often. FIFA just dropped.
This is quite the lobby right here. Legion, Swag on the other side, getting FIFA down, but you know that FIFA is going to bring some energy, and yeah, he's trying to bounce from wall to wall. And that's the other thing, and you'll notice as we start to see the gameplay more, I really want you guys at home to lock into it. 3 jumps is about as much as you're going to be able to pull off, but it does decay over time. That first jump feels like you're on a pogo stick. The second one feels like you're just on a little bit of a grab boot type situation, but the third one does kind of sit, you know, in this world of, okay, you kind of fall out of the sky. But that's map number 1 for the most part. Stephanie going to kind of finish off on her lobby here. And I will say, I think as you've seen so far, our show is really dynamic. And this year, it takes place in quite the exciting venue. And to tell us more, we've got Lottie down on the floor.
That's right, Shift. We have 250 creators joining us live in Las Vegas in this massive projection-based room. Now, of course, they're going to be streaming their individual POVs on Black Ops 7, so you can go to their streams, catch their POVs, see what they're up to on the game. But now we had so many epic creators that we wanted to bring to Las Vegas, we needed a second projection-based room. And I have my very good friend Chris Puckett over there right now. What's it like on your end of the pond?
Lottie, this is an international fiesta in this room. Let me tell you, the LATAM crew, they are sniping heads. I got Portuguese being yelled at here by 9X. The Brazilians are going crazy. But I gotta say, this venue, this thing is nuts. After the show, we're gonna be renting this out for the Code Bowl because everyone knows the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl number 6 presented by USAA is airing right after this show.
You know what, Chris? I love Code Bowl, and I've got to say, you guys at home, you're lucky because you get to watch the US, UK, and Canadian military esports teams duke it out with your favorite creators dropping into Verdansk, and of course, to get their hands on that coveted Code Bowl trophy. And of course, they're giving away Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta codes and Black Ops 6 in-game rewards, revealing the Endowment's new pack in Black Ops 7, all while helping veterans find high-quality jobs. Now, I have to ask you, Puckett, and put you on the spot. What team are you rooting for this year?
I mean, it's Black Ops 7. We're in the future. It's a no-brainer. I'm going Space Force. They already launched one trophy into the atmosphere. Let's get another one. Let's get 2 satellites up there. What do we think?
All right. I'm liking what I'm hearing here, Puckett. We'll have to see. Cross your fingers for the space team. But we're going to head back into some more Black Ops 7 action. Enjoy, folks.
Lottie, Chris, thank you so much as we jump back into Blackheart and back on board with T-Dog. He's feeling himself. I talked to him a little bit yesterday after they did their tech chest, and he's just like, brother, I don't know what it is about this game, but I feel like I'm him.
Yeah, like it's so smooth, right? And I mean, you can see him displaying that. But one thing that I think we really need to highlight is the overclock feature, right? We get this extra overclock feature, which basically allows you to upgrade your equipment. So like you have a stim shot, right? You can overclock that and essentially make it last longer or debuff, you know, anything that comes your way. So it's pretty cool that we have that feature in buffed equipment.
We'll point your attention to it as we go because, yeah, the field upgrade is really interesting this year. We're bringing back things like active camo. Of course, trophy systems are still in place, which I know a lot of players that are looking to play more of that competitive style are going to really enjoy the fact that the overclock gives you more deletion of incoming utility. That's great news. But we'll see some camo play, I'm sure, come through. You also have things like drone towers that are going to be placed. It's just a lot of extra flair that I think that is building upon, again, some of the core successes that we saw for Black Ops 6. And how about this? One of the score streaks, the Gravekeeper in play, or Gravemaker, pardon you. You can see through walls with this thing and actually still shoot through them. So cold-blooded might be important for some of our perk masteries this year.
Oh yeah, the perk masteries and all the combinations that you can utilize. But that is so amazing to see that in action for the first time, really, here at Call of Duty Next. Big Cartier kind of just going around this drill yet again. This is devastating. You don't want to fall off that ledge. But Alan, I'd love that you point that out.
Yeah, in order to get the beta code, you need to either pre-order the game
and
or you need to watch it on Twitch. Watch COD Next for about an hour on Twitch.
Let me see another one of those Gravemakers come on board. Let's stick here, Ops team, because we're seeing some gameplay right now. And I'll tell you, we're going to see some pop-off moments with the movement and almost a moment right there. Again, just a little jump, and then you find yourself near a wall. You can essentially boost yourself a little bit higher. Really awesome to see that level of elevation be added into the mix.
That's not his dog, but you don't want to pet that dog. Oh, my gosh. So, with that too, kind of like some of the hybrid perks, right? Support offensive, you can gain bonus streaks. So maybe in pubs you want to do that.
Indeed the case. So that completes our first instance of Blackheart. Up next, a deep dive on all things new Black Ops 7 map regarding. But we'll be right back. More Call of Duty coming up after the break.
AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open
Excuse me
beta.
while I have a little
Visit
granola.
xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge.
I'll mute
You
my mic
might
so you
win a
don't hear
copy of the
annoying
new
crunching.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize. A trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge today. Welcome back. We are very excited to talk more Black Ops 7 multiplayer. We are joined by more of the Treyarch team. Miles Leslie, Associate Creative Director, and Brittany Perello, Senior Producer. Guys, welcome to the Omni Room.
We made it. Let's go.
Now, we just had our very first look at one of our multiplayer maps in action. That was Blackheart. But Brittany, that's just a taste. So what can we expect on launch maps?
Yeah, we've got maps. We've got 18 maps at launch. 16 are 6v6 maps. Out of that, 13 are brand new, and we've got 3 Black Ops 2
While I'm
returning
eating, I'm
favorites.
just gonna
We've
turn
also
off
got
my
2
cam real
skirmish
quick so
maps
it's not
for our
annoying anymore.
20v20 mode that take place in Avalon. It's really in a variety of sizes, leaning more medium, but we'll have some of those fast, frenetic drops in there too.
Awesome. What a map portfolio for launch. Now let's take a closer look at these launch maps.
Yeah, we got Colossus here. So this is a BO2 callback. It's falling into the ocean. This map is super fun, looks amazing. Next is Den, Japanese castle that's been taken over by 2035 technology. Also a lot of fun with some wall jumps on the roofs there on the side.
And of course, we've got Express, one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Watch out
Choo-choo.
for that train. We're now in Japan, so it's looking really cool. Hijacked, another one now set in the Tokyo Bay.
So cool.
Fast, frenetic, classic.
And Homestead is David Mason's childhood home, which is awesome. We could bring it back really cool way. Really fun map under the Aurora Borealis in Alaska. It looks amazing. It's got some technology there that's kind of smashing into it, really fun. Paranoia, this map's amazing. You talk about Black Ops, we're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind, and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great, plays super frenetic and fun.
And we got Raid. It's
Yes.
beautiful
Come on.
now.
Yes, we do.
In the Tokyo Hills, our iconic competitive favorite map is back.
So excited.
This one's a lot of fun retrieval. You're in the Alaskan wilderness, and actually if you run through the snow, you leave behind footprints. So it's pretty cool to try to track some players through that.
That's right. And
Nice.
Scar's next, and this is another Alaskan town, but we've kind of smashed it where this town's been taken over by technology. Collateral Damage. Flagship is an awesome, another callback. USS Obama from BO2 now being decommissioned. Fight through it. Sparks are falling on you. Robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of variety too, but with beta this week, you know, we need to take a look at what we're playing. We need the tips from you guys, so let's take a look at the maps coming to beta.
Yeah, we've got 6 multiplayer maps available in the beta, all that you're going to be seeing today, watching the best of the best play.
Yeah, it's really exciting. The first up is Cortex. So, human testing site. People in tubes are going to fight around, use it as cover. Very frenetic, very fun. Lots of cool Overwatches, my side versus your side gameplay there. Blackheart, which you've seen, of course, this Avalon offshore oil rig. Ties to the campaign. It's got a rotating center and some really unique wall jump opportunities.
Careful
We've
with the
got
wall
the
jump.
Forge here, we've R&D facility, cutting edge technology on display, and you've got some cool dynamic cover in the middle here. Exposure set in Australia. We've got some really vibrant colors, some cool wall jump opportunities up in that rotating container. You get some cool power positions right in the middle there.
Imprint is a 3D printing facility that's actually making technology of war. You get to step through the whole process as you're doing it, and it's got a moving platform in the center of the map.
And you've got Toshin. It's gorgeous, vibrant colors here right in urban Tokyo, and you got that crash site in the center, some really cool jumping in the center, and really awesome landmarks.
Pretty awesome landmarks. Everything looks fantastic. The color palettes, everything.
Got all the landmarks.
We've got all the landmarks, and I've played a few, and they are very, very fun indeed. Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about how they play, though. I mean, how did you guys come to, you know, the approach for designing these maps?
Yeah, so we've got our classic 3-lane design style for Treyarch, clear definition, good path clarity, and really controlling those lines of sight. You can also see all of those spaces crafted for wall jump. You can get to traverse places faster without mantling, get in some really cool power positions. And there's a few must jumps that we use sparingly, but
A must jump, you say?
a must jump. But we really wanted to make it look like anything that feels like you can jump on it, you can. So have some fun.
Totally intuitive.
Yeah, and I've worked on every single Black Ops, and when you talk about the classic feel, like Brittany talked about, these maps have it across the board. Of course, they're bringing something new with Black Ops 7, but for me, an old timer, there's a lot to love there.
come
And
on,
they
you're an
stand
OG.
right next to the classic maps as well. So Raid, forget Raid. You got some new maps now. No, I'm just kidding. We love Raid, we love Raid. But we got some new ones now.
I also know, you said it before, but the landmarks, like, I know Brittany is a shot caller, so I know those call outs are going to be on point in these
Always.
maps. But Miles, visually,
All
we
right,
have
I'm
a ton
back.
of variety in terms of settings, in terms of looks. You know, how did you guys think about that?
Yeah, for us at the portfolio level, we wanted to make sure we had that variety. That's what Black Ops is.
who's
You're
rapping those
globetrotting, you're
constant
going ever.
hearts?
We're in Avalon.
I
We're in
appreciate you.
Alaska. We're going to Japan, deep into it. We're going into the mind. Only the things Black Ops can do.
Appreciate
We're
the
delivering
hearts.
that. Lots of unique gameplay, as you saw. Lots of unique visuals and all the landmarks.
And we got more gameplay to get to.
Call outs will be on
Casters, over to
point.
you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Shift back, Woodrow
Welcome
Crazy
in, Jay
again. And as you see behind us, everyone's locked in. We couldn't even bother to try to talk to anybody. They're all locked into their streams, ready to go. And we're going to take a look at our second map
Japan.
here coming up.
What are you
the
talking
Forge,
about?
as you heard, we're interested in design base, but the real interesting thing about it
You
is
mean
that
like the
dynamic center.
Japanese
The
theme
walls
maps?
rotating around and pivoting, making that a very
More.
interesting battleground as we raise up into the Forge.
The Forge, and also too, two wings connected by covered
Well, good news
hallways.
for
It's
you.
just a lot of variety built
There'll
on the
be
harbor
a
in
lot more.
Japan. And yeah, love to see a bright and colorful map hold shift. But those walls, again, for every single map, it's not too much, right? But just a little like center point where it just can change the, you know, the situation. when it's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Well, we'll take a look at it. This is another one of those maps, and Brittany had talked about this.
I feel like you're just saying
Taking the
random
ability
stuff
of wall
now.
jumping to stop yourself from mantling and getting to those higher grounds faster. I will say this is one of the maps that I got a chance to play yesterday, and I did feel the benefit of bouncing off of things to avoid that mantling mechanic and that animation to try to get you into the fight a little bit faster. That mixed with dexterity, your ability to try to zero in and center up a little bit faster too, really does make that elevation and that high ground battle a little bit more, I would say, feasible for those that find themselves on the low ground battling against it.
I love that you say that because it really just tests the player to, like, you know, kind of, you know,
Man,
do you wanna
everybody
cover,
playing
you know,
so
cover versus
sway
mobility
on
type
it.
of mindset, right?
Yeah.
Moving around this map, though, you know, you can see here pros just utilizing, again, that M8A1. And for AR players, for these height advantages, for those power positions, it's really useful to climb up in those high ground, you know, and take the high ground and lock it down on the map.
I think the other thing that's really interesting, and I did see kind of looking over the shoulder TP yesterday when he was doing his test, you see a couple of spots where you have like this natural built-in heady, as we call it, where you get like that competitive edge where you're just barely over a piece of that center kind of obstacle terrain.
What
But
is
your
that?
ability to
Wall
bounce
hacking?
kind of eliminates the power position of the low ground kind of medium
just have a
ground
wall
headies
hacking
because
perk
you can
now.
just bounce
That's
up
fun.
over, get a better look at the player behind that cover, and actually take an advantageous gunfight. So it's, again, just really interesting to see some of our more experienced players try to utilize that mechanic to make fights that feel, you know, inadvantageous a little bit more neutral.
Love that. Love that. Deus Emir too, utilizing
I like the new sights, or like
Scout Pulse.
the
Scout
style
Pulse, got a
of the
little
new
information
sights.
there, but
Feel
hey,
like
shout
they're
out to Elgato.
a little bit more
share the
cleaner, more
wins,
futuristic.
The official creator gear for Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much for supplying us with all of your gear.
As far as like
And this is what map I will say you kind of see a couple of players will, you know, re-identify
overall
the usage of
gameplay
doors,
and
which
movement
is
and all
something
that. I feel
the
like
devs
it's
have really kind of put a lot of focus into, the more
it's
automatic
just
style. Something we saw a
more
lot
of
of
the
more in
same.
like Black Ops 4, things of that nature, where you
Guns
don't just get
look a
those
little-
single doors that you have to pop
a little
and burst
more
open.
futuristic,
Now you've got these more
more
automatic
advanced.
style doors that you can shoot, create a longer line of sight
Sights
than you
and
may
stuff look
normally
that way.
expect
They have
by
that
looking
style
at the different
too,
central
but-
point of interests, and that's another one of those things that,
Man,
again,
that
you
TTK
continue
is
to build
quick.
on what's been there and where the game continues to mold and morph as we move forward.
The doors, that was
Yeah, I
was
don't know.
quite
So far, I'm just-
you know,
it just
annoying
seems like
bashing through it. So yes, it
normal
automatically
multiplayer.
kind of opening up for you as you walk upon them. But here on the Forge, you're going up top. You see Deus Emir kind of controlling this lobby observation area, but being very comfortable, full streak out, and
Dang.
also just kind of flying around the map with these specialists. We
Yeah,
love to
he's
see him. He's utilizing the Enforcer Specialist, just allowing extra health regen and also
Go
movement speed.
night night.
Another thing
Yeah.
that, kind of I wanted to just turn your attention to as an audience member, those that are, more familiar and kind of got Omni movement underneath their belt a little bit faster, you'll notice that
BTK
there is
is
a bit of
super
that
quick.
buttery slide movement.
Look at
that I was about to
look
say.
at that sweatiness.
We're used to
Good
seeing it from just
lord.
a static jump into slide. You can get that same momentum
Side left, side
off
right
of a
jump.
wall jump. So, that's another
And we gotta
opportunity
worry
to kind
about
of
wall
build on
jump.
the movement that's already existed. And if you're looking to dominate every game,
So
make
we're
sure you
definitely
check out
getting killed
Origin, the
by
official
people
PC
who
and gaming laptop
are gonna
for Call
slide
of Duty.
left,
Whether
slide
you're at
right.
home
They're gonna
or
jump
the
on the
road,
left
check
wall,
out
jump on the
Origin
right
and
wall,
keep
and
yourself
then one
in there,
and
gaming,
headshot you with the
grinded,
sniper
gunning.
rifle. That's what's coming.
He's not even using his streaks. He just wants to, at this point, maybe get a nuke. Dave Samir, he's a competitor, plays in World Series of
Yeah,
Warzone.
they kept
Let him
Omni
now,
movement.
just
I think
continuing on, going, and you can see too, every kill he
I
gets
think
on the
they said
right-hand
they
side,
tweaked it
quick
somehow. They
regen
haven't talked
tech,
about it
sprint
just
speed,
yet,
movement speed,
but,
getting those indicators, letting him know he still has his perks.
Yeah, it's
we'll
just
find
another
out
one of those
here
things, too, that
shortly
the
what they did to
indication
Omni
of, like,
movement.
the UI, it continues to grow. I noticed this yesterday. You start to see like the who is targeting you, who did damage to you. A little bit of a boost now because you also see what you've been affected by, whether it's a UAV.
I'm not
or a
sure
recon
what
pulse.
6
It's just really cool.
alien
There's no shortage of information on the game. So whether you're
emojis
somebody
mean,
who has
but
experienced with Call of Duty or looking
sure.
to jump back into it or play it for the first time, you're never really amiss from knowing what's happening on the map.
Look at this, look at this.
Almost a
Oh
turn on
my.
for Dea Samir, which would have gotten SMG players across
Ugh,
the world giddy.
keep
but
me out of their
not quite
lobbies.
there, and he'll jump back over to the M8, try to get that burst weapon online.
That's where maybe you, how do you take him down? Someone who has Enforcer, maybe that, and I love that you mentioned that Call of Duty is so good for like countering.
He says people will still be flipping off walls
so
until
maybe utilizing
slide
if you're the enemy team,
cancellation.
right? Like maybe recon, right? You can see when you
Yeah.
spawn up, you can see the direction
while
of where
that's
players are
happening,
coming from.
Yep.
Utilizing
you're gonna get
other,
quick scoped,
perks
too.
classes to counter
100%.
a player like this that you is just literally flying around the map.
Well, we got a little bit of a
Before we
comeback
just have to
effort
worry
here
about
from
getting
Amir's
destroyed.
team. Up and over,
Like,
another look at how you can utilize the movement to break cameras.
by
and give
people in
yourself
front
an
of us or
advantage in a
behind
gunfight
us.
you might
Now
not expect.
people are going to be on the freaking ceiling,
That Amir's happy to exclaim about that
prone
feeling.
side canceling, and
Difficult
quick
battle again in
scoping
that
us.
modular middle center. As we take a look at Drop, another partner of Call of Duty Next. Customize your typing, the official keycaps for Call of Duty. If you're looking to customize your keyboard, look no further than Drop.
All right. Affected by tracker, ADS, odd, no ping. So
Also,
you can kind of see
just calling
again,
out, don't
a little bit more
forget,
of that
if you
recon
want
being
a
able to
free
stop
beta
Dave
code,
Samir here. But,
make sure
Force
you
domination, a typical mode that we've
watch
seen in
for
Call of Duty for
watch
so
COD Next
long.
for an hour on Twitch and make sure your
Getting displayed
Activision
here
account
on
is
the
linked
Forge
to your Twitch,
as
or you can
this is a
simply
really
just
fun
pre-order the
map.
game.
Just again, kind of utilizing rotating cover, wing-to-wing transitions is what we see.
Plus,
Dave
a
Samir
third
doing.
party standing and
A
waiting
lot
to
of that
finish
cover
you when
versus
you.
mobility.
Yeah.
He's
That's
really
that's gonna
utilizing
happen
mobility.
all the time,
It's an
regardless.
interesting map, I think, again, just to kind of highlight and showcase.
Oh.
Whoa, what's happening over here?
We got our first
Hey, whoa, whoa!
This is not
Okay,
tactical
Wow.
play here.
Oh, okay, there it is. We'll finish
Ooh,
off on
man.
the body shield, still a part of
Salty.
Call of Duty. I know that was one of those things that we saw a lot of comedy in as it was incepted the last couple of years, and Amir is happy to say
Who was
shut
taken
your mouth.
hostage?
I'm at the top of the leaderboard. The game's looking incredible. Players are loving it, but let's take a look to see exactly how much the players are liking as we throw things down to Lottie.
Oh, you
from a
want my
from
beta
the seat
code?
Player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Yeah. It's not
Thank
gonna
you
happen.
so much, Shift. Hello, Zin. I know I'm totally interfering with your gameplay here on Black Ops 7. I have to ask you, though, early days, all right, coming into COD Next, I have to ask,
By
what's
the
your
way,
favorite map so far?
Again, obvious, but you may not be paying attention. There are a bunch of beta codes on the bottom of the screen.
And so far, it's very,
But they've been playing for quite some time, so
they're a ton of fun.
hey, worth a
Toshin, I
shot
think, is my
though.
favorite right now.
All right, love to hear that. Now, we have a room filled with epic creators, of course, one being yourself.
You're gonna
if you
have
had
to,
1v1,
you're gonna have to
everyone in
just
this
enjoy
room, are you
the
coming out on top?
the man
would I
man
play,
bun
or-
today.
Would you,
Sorry,
would you
hair's
come out
not
on top
down.
if you 1v1 everyone in this room?
Yeah, it's a guarantee. Hex might be difficult. Duke Dennis might be difficult. But everyone else, I think I can handle.
All right,
Oh, okay.
and who would
All right.
your hardest competition be in this room?
Dude, confident.
Hardest competition in this room? Probably Hitch. Probably
Really? He's got the gunny like that?
Hitch.
That's not a friendship thing.
Sorry?
That's not a friendship thing, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. And how?
Really good.
He's just really good. I'd love to hear that. How are you finding Black Ops 7 so far? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure what we're
Using the
allowed to say, but they showed us a lot of cool stuff that
G
I think
Fuel
everyone should
Shaker
be,
today,
really
the Doom
excited for.
Slayer,
Like, for me, maps
or
is the most
Slayer
important.
Fuel
and so far, I'm
Collector's
loving
box
what I'm seeing.
is
The M8's a ton
absolute
of fun to use,
fire.
right? Very nostalgic, and I feel like it's actually very well balanced.
Just did an unboxing on
SMGs
it
are fun. I love the wall
on
bounce too.
YouTube,
It
so
adds
check
for
it out
some,
if you haven't had a chance.
You know, playing against Shotzi might be a little difficult, but it's fun.
But
Zin,
yeah,
thank
y'all
you
see
so
them
much.
beta
It's such a
codes at
good
the bottom of
spot.
the
Back to the
screen.
game, back to the
Give
lab.
them a
Thank
shot.
you very much, Zin. That has
Actually, you
been
know
your
what? I
From the
might
Seat
try
player
it.
check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Lonnie, thanks
Try
so much.
anyway.
Zinni doing maybe a little bit of, well, a little green wall service right there. But it does look like they're enjoying the game. And I will say, again, talking to players of all sorts and kinds, they are really, really loving it. And by the way, every single player here at COD Next are currently sitting, or should I say lounging, in Herman Miller chairs. Herman Miller is proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. And Ellen, you got more about the sweepstakes.
I mean, yes, you
Is
at
who
home
talking?
can enter for a
What is he
chance
saying?
to
You talking
win
about me or you
custom
talking about
Herman
the dude on the
Miller
screen?
chairs by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and using the hashtags on your screen. Go get yourself into one of them. They are comfortable, but we're going to go to a short break. But when we return, more Black Ops 7 action.
Turn it down a bit during commercials. Y'all don't have to deal with it. I don't know. I kind of missed it. I don't know who you're talking about.
Scuff Gaming, the official
I was trying to use one of them beta codes.
Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch. Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty.
Yeah, Little Caesars always does something for Call of Duty.
Senior game designer here at Treyarch. So we're going to be talking about weapons today. I don't know.
They
where
talked
you
about
start.
their
What have you got in store this year for us?
their partnership with like George Kittle or whatever earlier.
Just weapon variety. Most of them are brand new to the franchise, which is really exciting, and we've been able to pack a ton of unique gameplay into our launch portfolio because of that. I think
Honestly, I'm here
a great
because
example would
I
be
really
the
want to.
shotgun. It's called the M10 Breacher.
I'm
It's
hoping to
pump
see
action, but it's got a twist.
something,
Hold down the trigger,
anything
turn it up, reduce
that
the spread, and then
makes me
fire,
go,
release, and land
yeah,
all those
I want
quickly.
this more than Battlefield 6.
And then obviously
After that live action trailer, I mean,
weapons returning.
that just
Peacekeeper,
boom. You know, I went from here to
I think are
here
two
for
great
Black Ops for
examples of
Battlefield 6.
weapon goals. The Peacekeeper
Just the way they handled that,
between AR and
I just thought it was so
and
clever,
the M8A1
and
obviously has a
kind of
4-round burst.
made me lean more towards Battlefield 6.
And now with guns,
But hey, you know,
build it in different
the
ways,
day is
which
young.
really exciting.
It sounds
Maybe
like there's a
they'll
lot of variety
show something with zombies or Warzone where I'm like, hey, all right, I might want to jump back in here, but
Is a big focus
I don't
for
know.
us.
So far, it just seems more of the same,
Has
minus
really helped us
kind of advanced, futuristic-looking guns and sights. That's really it.
Weapons look amazing as well. You know, the aesthetic is really this cool marriage of sleek and tech, but still grounded. You know, the way we balance weapons, we've been able to kind of push the characteristics of each weapon to further extremes and still find creative ways to balance that, keep them in check.
Can we talk about Gunsmith? Are there any big changes there?
We've seen a lot of feedback.
Man,
from
I turned it
players
down
that
because
they
they said there were
want to
commercials coming up, but this is a straight up interview, so
in a few different ways.
We'll just
At the
turn it
core,
back up, I
though,
guess.
we're making sure that you can modify some of the key stats that people really care about across multiple attachment slots. Or if you are more interested in just a good balanced build, there's going to be different ways of.
hey chat, what are you
achieving
more
that.
excited for?
That's the game
Multiplayer,
now. What can we
Warzone, or
expect
zombies?
post-launch?
Let me know in
We
the
want to
comments.
keep this momentum going into post-launch. So on the weapons front, more iconic, classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning, but a lot of attention into bringing more brand new weapons to the franchise as well. On the attachment side, we're really excited for the return of attachment
my
rewards and
headphones up.
weekly challenges. And
Okay.
most of those are going
Is that
to
all
be for a
three?
specific weapon. They're gonna totally
We know
change the
we
way
know
you
you're
play
here
with
for
that weapon,
zombies.
sometimes
Yeah.
in absolutely
Oh,
wild ways that
even you, Black
no one,
Diamond?
I think will expect. But then we're also making sure to bring global attachments each season that are going to be able to go on most, if not all, weapons in the game.
Pablo, there seems to be
Listen,
a lot to
I'm
get through once we got our hands on
I'm a
BF7.
taken man. You're
Thank
gonna
you
have
so
to
much for
let
being
this
here.
hair obsession.
you. Yeah.
You got.
Let's dive in.
Go.
Can't wait, but for now,
Alright.
it's back to next. Thank you, Miles. That was Pablo Ortiz talking weapons. As we just saw, there are so many ways to customize your
Looks like we
playstyle
got two
in
people here
Black
for
Ops
zombies,
7. We're back with Matt and Yale, but guys,
I'm more
hold
interested
on.
in multiplayer
We've
and
talked
zombies.
weapons, but let's take a look for ourselves.
And unless they change something significantly about
Pablo
Warzone,
already walked us through some of these weapons.
I don't know.
But Yale, we're in the armory now. What are you most looking forward to playing with in the beta?
There's so many great guns, but for me, probably the Dravik 45.
That's mine. That's my pick.
We had a bunch of pros out, and they all played, and they definitely gravitated towards that one.
Yeah.
And it kind of validated one of my favorite weapons. The M10 Breacher is awesome if you're rolling shotguns. Also, just
Which
the weapon
products am I
pursuit
using?
system, all the attachments.
Are you talking about for streaming or what
just
you
so
talking
many ways
about?
to customize. It's great.
Yeah, and speaking of what's coming to beta, Matt, let's talk about Overclock. This is a massive innovation coming to multiplayer in Black Ops 7. How's it all going to work?
So overclocks we're very excited about, and it really all came back to how do we let players tailor towards their playstyle a bit more, give them more agency. So with overclocks, every piece of content throughout lethals, tacticals, field upgrades, and score streaks, you will eventually unlock 2 overclocks. Those are modifications to those things, which you can then apply one of those overclocks of your choosing. It adds a ton of depth to your loadout, and that's what we're really trying to do in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, like bonuses, getting those bonuses.
Bonuses,
on
yeah, stat bonuses,
customization.
functionality changes, some really fun stuff there.
Some of them are crazy and awesome, and I cannot wait
I
to
was
use them.
afraid
Can't
when
wait
you
either.
said
Yeah,
which
what are your
products are you
favorites?
using.
Probably
I was
point
afraid
turret.
you were
The fact
still
that you can
talking
stick it on
about my
walls
hair.
with one of the overclocks. It just makes it slightly more tactical to use.
Nah,
and
man,
then
I'm using.
the Rhino's awesome.
If you
Like,
really
it is
must
a
know,
beast, and
I'm
Even the
using
stimmy. Yeah, like
like
even things,
biotin
you know,
and
maybe
collagen
undersung. You get to that
shampoo and
extra
conditioner.
little ways to
extra
tweak them.
buff.
and then
It's
I
just nice that it's everywhere.
finish up
Experience
with
really matters, and you unlock.
some like
It feels like every single thing I'm playing with in this
collagen
game has
spray
got
or
its own
something,
progression system.
leave
It's
in,
so
if you
impressive.
must
And, yeah, I
know.
can't wait. I can't wait to play
So,
with camo,
there you go.
with smoke grenades. They've got different versions now, and of course, all the streaks. It's so fun.
Matt, do you have a favorite overclock?
I don't have a single favorite. Yale just mentioned the stem. You mentioned the stem. It is fun because you get to go back to kind of some familiar stuff.
I
If
like
I had
this
to pick
map,
one, it's got to be the
or
dog.
their scenery.
course.
And when he's
that
on
they
my
got.
team,
Mm-hmm.
he is a very good boy.
If he's
I think
not
that's
on
what
your
Call of
team,
Duty is missing too.
He's a
Some
bad
good
boy.
color.
he's actually
What?
I have a little
Where's
bit
he
of
going?
a surprise for you.
Matt, you never
Where'd he
said
go?
you were on
Because
streaks.
we have
Oh,
a
shit.
visitor.
Spawns flipped, and he's back.
Fortunately he's on
Wow.
our team, so
Oh.
he's being a very good boy.
They really
right
brought
now.
a robot with.
Oh, okay. He's got
He's
this.
a-
He's got the
Hi.
sentry
Dude's
mode
got a
overclock.
turret.
So he's
and
gonna
little
hunker
missile
down a little
launcher.
bit.
And we did confirm
Yep. You can't
to
pet the dog.
reenact
And
the MP trailer.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll go
glad
ahead and
you
tell
like the products
To
I'm
be able to
using.
pet the dog, you have to have the sentry mode overclock.
Oh, bonus,
So,
bonus.
you've unlocked that one, and
You-
you've applied it.
That's great.
Yeah.
What is it? Are they capturing B?
Down by the railroad tracks.
They're capturing B.
Hey, my
down by
man's
the
aiming
railroad
that
tracks.
missile
Go
right
get him.
at
Go get him, boy.
Go get him. Go get him.
Go get him, boy. Go keep my spree going.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, we love
he's
him.
been
We
the
love him.
star of the
We love him.
show at Next, but I will say he runs quickly, and so
He does,
be
yeah.
prepared for that
And-
if you have one coming after you.
DAWG.
Yes.
Just
Dog.
Don't get it wrong.
Dog.
Yeah,
It's a dog. It's a
Something
mean
we're
dog.
also really excited about is the specialist wild card.
That's
Now,
right.
this is not going to be in beta, but it is in at launch. Tell us about it.
So it's the first time a Black Ops game has ever had specialist. It is a wild card because it is a Black Ops game. We love our wild cards.
Yeah, we do.
So if you give up your score streaks, which some of us, I know we've talked, Stephanie, you have some difficulties attaining score streaks sometimes.
Don't you?
You said it. Your words, not mine. But
There's
if you are
perks
one of
for
those,
that, okay?
Yeah, there are perks for that. So if you take the wild card,
How's it sound now?
You'll be able to pick 3 additional perks. So for a total of 6, you earn those 3 additional ones at 200, 400, and 600 score. And then if you are good enough, which we all are, at 1200
Yeah, thanks for
score,
that, yeah.
yep, at 1200 score, you will earn all of the perks in the game, except for tac sprint. We got some feedback. We've heard a lot of feedback already. We're quick to adjust, so you will earn every perk in the game minus tac sprint if
That's
you get
out. Yeah. Awesome.
at 1200 score.
Damn. Real super soldier vibes.
Gonna be very
Absolutely.
fun.
I can't wait, cannot wait. Well, also last week I got to stop by Treyarch and get all the intel on some of the innovations coming to player customization. Let's take a look.
Player customization, you say? Okay. So more than just skins.
I'm here with Alvin, lead game designer at Treyarch here on Black Ops 7. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here. I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I'm very excited to see how I can customize my playstyle, which feels like more than ever in Black Ops 7. But the number one change I'm most interested in is the overclock system. Can you explain the philosophy behind that?
It's all about adding more interesting choices and meaningful choices that adjust gameplay. So overclocks are upgrades that you can unlock over time as you use a piece of equipment or a field upgrade or a score streak. Eventually you'll unlock 2, and then you can choose one of them to equip. So it gives you options, maybe based on a mode you want to use this, but based on a different mode you want to
But
use
this
that.
is kind of a
One
new
of my
system.
favorite examples is the new dog score streak. Has an overclock that adds a sentry feature, which turns it into this really powerful turret.
Another change that's been made. So Black Ops 6,
Yeah, I
we
want
had
that
the
thing.
combat specialties, which was equipping 3 perks of the same type gives me a bonus, which was great. I had a lot of fun. How is that changing in Black Ops 7?
We really wanted to expand on that system in Black Ops 7. You know, players seemed to like the system, but maybe felt it was a little bit too limiting. And so with hybrid combat specialties in Black Ops 7, you can experiment with playstyles, and you can mix and match. So as an example, say you like offensive and stealth perks. Now you can equip any mixture of those. Boom, you're gonna get a cool new hybrid bonus tied to those things.
Staying on perks, there is a big addition to the game for the first time in Black Ops history, the Specialist Wildcard. What is the Specialist Wildcard?
We were just talking about perks. We got a lot of cool new perks. Why not let players play with all of them? And what this lets you do is earn extra perks instead of your score streak. So you equip this to your loadout, you add
Oh,
more
that's
perks,
interesting.
and then you earn those on score. And then eventually, if you earn
So if you don't
enough
really use score
you can
streaks, just
get all
use
the
this.
perks.
Thank you so much.
Get
There
all
are
the-
so
all the
many
perks.
choices to be made now as a player. My playstyle, truly, I'm going to go deep in that beta. I cannot wait, mate.
Really exciting. See you in the beta.
Thanks, Alvin. Back to the guys at Next.
Shift back with Dream Crazy. So awesome to hear what's new for loadouts, whether you're looking at it from a level of perks, weapons, specialists, utility. Everyone feels like there's a level of customizing it to your play style.
Yeah, there's so much to look at, Shift. I just can't wait to get my hands on it, but just kind of just having that ability to use the overclock feature to extend the life of some of the streaks, and of course, looking at all of this on these beautiful maps in this interactive space here.
Man, it's gotta be
coming
so
up
hot
on
in there.
Hardpoint on
Look how many
Toshin.
LED
Benson
lamps
said it was his favorite
they
map,
have,
Shift,
how many
so
PCs
let's
they
see if he's
got
gonna pop
chugging.
up on this one, but those
hope they have
ARs,
good
they've
AC.
been pretty dominant here today.
I know all you ranked warriors, CDL fans, just
Blah, blah,
inched
blah,
a
make
little
it as
bit further
complicated as
forward in your
possible.
seat to see how exactly Hardpoint will play. And we're taking a look at least at Arctic Gamer for right now.
Yeah,
And their team is
or they're
dominating,
just
so he's
like
gonna hang out.
making it
Try to get some of
sound
the
really
sniper
complicated
gameplay going
because they
through
want to
here.
sound, you know,
So with this,
sophisticated,
I will say,
and
I played Toshin yesterday.
that there's so
on
much
this mode particularly.
analytics that went into
Just,
it
you know,
and
I gotta give
strategy,
them a
but
little
really
CDL
it's just a
boost right here.
simple,
I think this map is
simple
going to be
thing.
viable. It feels super awesome. The points are dynamic. They feel like they're really balanced in terms of location, position, how you spawn around them, how spawns move. Everything feels really, really solid. I'm glad we're getting our first taste of Hardpoint on this map.
And on Toshin too,
Hard
we saw a
point.
little bit of
That's my
VS
favorite.
Recon there, a little sniper play coming into action, which is a
That's my absolute
very,
favorite mode.
very
Unfortunately,
feasible
most of the
weapon here,
people,
but, Romney
especially if you're playing with
Alloy does
randoms,
get sniped by
don't
one, and,
ever care
well, I
about
love
going
this
into the
map on
hard point.
Toshin. It's a lot of mixed spacing
But
that we see
that's why you
here
gotta
too.
play with people you know.
And I think it's just, again, how you utilize some of these high ground positions.
Or at least as much as you
watching over
can.
hard points. This is hard P1 right
Because
here.
people just be running
you have those
around
windows
trying
on the
to
other side. It feels like a power position, but
just
the thing
get
about it is you
points,
can bounce
like,
off that destroyed train, still get a look
by
into
killing
that
people
location,
instead of
and try to
actually
at least
playing
battle
the
up
dang
against it. So it
objective.
doesn't feel as dominant as other high ground positions had in the past. I think there's also just a really good balance and design of talking high ground to high ground. It just, everything feels very level and
Over-engineering
neutral when
at
it
its
comes down to
finest.
how power positions would normally feel versus
Yeah.
what we're getting in this game.
But, you know-
thanks to how the Omni movement can be combined with the wall jumping.
Yes, in the park and like market areas, you see
like,
those windows.
they kinda
which
have
do
to, dude.
promote
They're-
a lot of,
they're-
you know, upper level fights, and then
they're
you know, lower
really
level,
concerned
they still,
about
you can have submachine
the hype
guns
and
go
stuff
at it
around
on the ground
Battlefield
level.
6. So
those
yeah,
ARs,
everything we
as you
get today is
mentioned,
going to
getting set up into
be,
those power positions. We see aiding,
oh my
kind of
god,
cleaning
we
up
thought
a
of
lot.
this
Hill time. It does fall
amazing
with nade,
idea
but
after
nonetheless,
16 weeks of
Scout Pulse, I wanna
grueling
point that out.
testing,
You know, you
and
can
we put,
basically use that as advanced
we got these
communication over
analytics from this
Yes,
company,
that's
and
the
we
other
did
fun
this,
thing
we
about it,
did
you
this
know,
kind of
just kinda hearing
testing.
the
Of
inside
course, everything's
information
going to be
about it, but
like
seeing it in application is different. The
super
overclock
thought
system
out, and it's the
is gonna
best
allow
thing
for
you've ever
players to
seen.
really
And,
customize
and
their
frankly, they do this
experience,
every year,
not just in
but
how they build their loadout, but how it
I feel like
affects
they
their
have
team
to
and just the
really
lobby
bring
in
it this
general.
year because
As you're seeing the
there's
UAV reveals
finally
are
a
coming
real
through and
threat
now for Aiden with a Rhino in
to
play. So
the
in
game
terms of a possible
and
comeback,
how many players they
this
may
is
have.
looking pretty decent, going from 1 to 2.
So
pretty
yeah, this is
smoothly
all
and
this
having
is
an
all
idea
going to
where
be
the spawns
hyped
are gonna
and
be. Aiden's just locking down the OBJ.
complicated but fun systems that we're
Well,
getting today.
Herman Miller Gaming is a proud to
I don't know
be
what
the official
we know that's your
charity
favorite.
partner of Call
Supposed to
of
mean
Duty.
about a hard
Next,
point, but
shout
yeah,
out
hard
to
point is
Herman
my
Miller
favorite.
for supporting us and definitely keeping us locked in here during next.
Chairs are elite. I mean,
Absolutely. You got-
absolutely elite.
Important.
No bias. But yeah, you know, I think the other thing that we talked about a lot, you know, with the players yesterday, the creators yesterday, with how different the maps look aesthetically, there's still this innate ability to very
those pistols
visibly
are
see
terrible.
your opponents.
I thought he was going to
Brittany
destroy
quite a bit,
them.
one of the level designers, about the map design philosophy and kind of experiencing.
That's about my experience with multiplayer. See how he spawned, jumped over some, and then he ragdolled? That's pretty much what happens to me every multiplayer
We
game.
want to be able to really see the different sight lines that a player can have. We don't want to really clutter things with too much high ground, too many windows, too much stuff that's on the ground around you. Enough to make it feel dynamic and you have options in terms of what you
clean
play
shot.
through, but not too much to where you feel like you can't see your opponents, as Aiden is tracking everything right now.
But those, I love that you point that out because the
Ooh,
derailment
double
structures,
teamed.
right? As Aiden was shooting at an
He
opponent,
got double
you
teamed.
can see those broken structures really do work as vantage points for cover. So Brittany, yeah, it's a great job at just kind of like mixing the two, and with the vertical sight, the vantage points all around these alleyways. There's just so many ways you can cover too, as well as those open mixed areas.
Yeah, I think that the other thing is, you know, a lot of these maps, we look at 3-lane based maps, which again, there is an inspiration towards a lot of this. And as we get equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise space, the
So we're
special
about-
edition khaki
wow,
field
almost an
automatic.
hour
I will
in.
say we had some time to talk to
How are we
Hamilton
feeling
representatives, and
about
wow,
what we're
it's cool. I
seeing?
actually have the watch on right now that was used in Interstellar, the Murph watch.
So
Very
far,
clean,
the
very
only
comfortable,
thing
so make
that's
sure you check out Hamilton for that
new and
limited
interesting
edition
is
if
that
you're looking
overclock
to
system, but it's
up-risk
really
it.
just
Getting
using
back to the
a
point, you know, again, you've got these central POIs,
using
especially in a map like Hardpoint. You see those
like one of
interest
the
points immediately,
equipments or
but how you connect
whatever you want to
between the
call it,
lanes feels
perk or whatever
really
the heck
smooth,
it's called.
really fluid, and again, doesn't
Building
feel like
up
you're held back by trying to
XP
make
on
these
it,
tight
and then
routes
you
to get
unlock
from place
like
to place, which I
2
love.
end versions of
And it
it.
feels like each map is like that, right?
But-
we saw Deus Samir doing
Oh.
that on the Forge,
Got
right?
him.
Every single
But
map,
yeah, I haven't
the
really
map transition
seen-
from lane to lane is so beautiful. And even if you are using something like the VS Recon,
Maps have more
depending
color.
on what types
I'll
of
give 'em that.
specialties and perks that you have attached to it, you can move very
But,
fast.
gameplay
and MZ,
seems
a reputable sniper,
pretty
by
similar to
far
what we've
for so
seen
long in
before.
the community. She's working it really
Yo,
well with these
she's
one
good.
shot, one kills.
Looking clean. Now off the
Ah.
spawn. Are we going to see a quad feed come on?
I'm on the
Give it to
receiving
us.
end of that every game,
Almost a chance for
without
some
fail.
collateral.
Are you?
Oh, that almost
Yo,
hit a
she is
pistol.
nasty.
She can't believe it. Almost absolutely tore
did she
apart the
even
entire lobby.
snipe
But
him
yes,
like that?
yes, we do, MZ. We take those.
Definitely some nice shots there. Almost
Please
through the
keep
walls,
me
but
out of her lobby.
We saw a little bit that earlier.
Here we go.
Oh,
Little
camo.
camo action.
Oh, okay, so he really couldn't see her, so it sounds like, or it looks like it's a real good
Hearing
camera.
the strategies on that one. She knows exactly what she's doing here, but they are dominating right now. Another one goes down.
Yo.
Gosh, this is a sniper we have to try when we're on.
You know,
What is this?
I gotta just reveal my
VS
position here on it. I know
Recon?
the
Is that
community
the-
talks about it a lot
the
when it
gun?
comes to the competitive side of the esport. Are we gonna see snipers in the game? Feels like we should have a
Oh.
chance to see this one. But official pizza of Call of Duty is Little Caesars. If you're feeling hungry, well, check it out. Call of Duty Next.
Don't forget,
Feel free to get
Call
on
of
in
Duty
there.
next and Little Caesars, the
As
official
we
pizza of
continue
Call
on
of
with the
Duty.
coverage for today, everyone
In
is
case you're
talking
curious.
about the new dog score streak, of course, and courtesy of Little Caesars.
Goals, yes
we get to
indeed,
see
goals.
a little bit more with it.
Not
As we
for me,
sat down
because
to talk
I
to
hate
Dog
sniping
for
and I'm
Pep Talk.
terrible at it. But Black Diamond, you might be able to do
What's
that.
up, everybody? This is Little Caesars Pep Talk with the sides
Alright,
of
this
Black
is-
Ops
this is
Intel.
for Jay
I'm your host,
Heezy.
Chris Puckett, joined by a very
Got
special
Little
guest.
Caesar
We got
special.
T-Dog Smitty, and T-Dog Smitty, I have a special present for you. You hungry?
I am so hungry.
Let's eat, my friend. Bring him in.
Oh, they made
Look at my guy.
they made the
Way to be a
robot
Black
deliver
Ops
pizza.
about
So much.
A robo delivery service. It's launch week. It's reveal week. What's the content strategy?
Get as much content as humanly possible. First, we want to look at the maps. Black Ops 2 guns are back.
What's going to be new in this game that you're pumped for?
The wall bouncing.
Weapons, I saw the camos are kind of nuts here.
The best thing they're doing this year is it's any mode you want. So campaign, zombies, Warzone, multiplayer, you name it, they got it.
Give me the day
I like that you
one.
can
I
get
need
camo
to
in
get to prestige
every
as
mode.
fast as possible.
It's
but,
not like
what are you
mode
running?
specific. I
the
like
M8
that a
felt
lot.
really, really good when I used it. The Peacekeeper felt great.
If you're a
Honestly, right now they're all pretty good.
For anyone who wants to become a Call of Duty creator,
Yes.
what pro tips do you have for us?
Don't just go live for 4 hours, mindlessly doing random stuff. Have a strategy.
Final question. This is the Little Caesars Pep Talk. Where can I find more content from T-Dog Smitty?
YouTube.com/TDogSmitty.
For all of you at home, it is time to open the Little Caesars app, accept the Call of Duty challenge, complete it, and you could win Black Ops 7. Yeah, a free copy. And you are also entered.
You said you'll
for a
take
chance
five
to squad up.
boxes or
George
5
Kittle,
slices?
Maybe T-Dog Smitty. Number 85, Little Caesars Call of Duty. Does it get better than that? I didn't think so.
That was amazing, and we gotta love that dog. By the way, our creators are rocking Corsair peripherals throughout the venue, so you at home can enter for a chance to win the peripherals bundle by entering the sweepstakes on the
what is
official
this?
Call of Duty X account and use the hashtag.
There you go. If you want a free Scuff and Elgato,
Right back. And
Go
more
ahead, enter.
Black Ops 7 coming right up.
all right, I'm gonna turn it down for y'all.
Dominate every game on a big screen TCL QD Mini LED TV with 144Hz native refresh rate and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty.
Ooh.
Experience the world
Yeah.
of Call of Duty with Corsair. The official
Jay Heezy, I bet you would love to have a robot deliver you pizza, huh?
Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge.
George Kittle would do this. By the way, I'm a diehard Niners fan, so love George Kittle. That would be that. I bet that would be so fun playing Call of Duty with George Kittle. I can't imagine something that could be more fun than that. The dude is a trip. So how are we feeling so far? Did anything push you over the edge to be like, yeah, I definitely am buying Black Ops 7? Are we feeling underwhelmed, or we feel like we need to hear a little bit more?
Classic Prestige in Black Ops 7. We have a new journey. Excited to share more about the updates coming to Prestige Master and the icons and things like that as we get closer to launch. But our big story with Prestige in Black Ops 7 is the return of Weapon Prestige. And we're really doing for Weapon Prestige in BO7
Okay,
what we
just
did
hungry,
for
huh?
Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6. And that's bring back a fan favorite progression system in a way that feels faithful to the way it used to work, but also bigger and better than ever.
So Weapon Prestige is bringing an even deeper journey for players with their favorite weapons. Lawrence, tell us how this is going to work.
Yeah, so reach max weapon level, you're going to have the choice to enter Weapon Prestige. Doing so will automatically unlock a unique prestige attachment that each weapon in the game has. And these are chunky, build-changing attachments that really change the way those guns play. You're also going to unlock a camo, and the Weapon Prestige system is packed with camos, some of which are remastered Black Ops 2 camos. So you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here. You know we had to do graffiti camo.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so many.
Oh, that's great.
Charms, camos, attachments.
What's the poop
Prestige
emojis
has
for,
got it
Jay
all
Heezy?
going on, but
The camo
it
system or
feels
the
like
camos?
Black Ops 7 is seriously about the camos this time around.
Or was
yeah,
that
we're going
for
big
how
with
you're feeling
camos.
right
So
now?
We have our
Like,
core
you're
camo
not excited
grind.
at all.
We have camos in Prestige. We're going to have camos in our live seasons. So weekly challenges, we'll have 2 camos per season, an animated camo to chase for completing that system. We're going to have camos in our seasonal events. And I mean, we're going big with camos. There's a redacted camo.
We heard people like camos.
The jacket don't lie, folks. The jacket don't lie.
Yeah, he came
got
prepared.
camos.
Like we were like, there's only one thing you're allowed to wear.
He's working through his
Lawrence.
headshots.
Yeah,
he's early in his journey.
I'm 5 headshots in on this thing.
All right, I know we all love the camos. Matt, what's your favorite one?
I mean, so Lawrence mentioned we've got some remasters, some reimagines. I worked on Black Ops 2. One of my favorites. It does relate to a breakfast meat.
You know, I've been outside your office with signs picketing for this one.
You have been sliding bacon strips under my office door.
Subtle.
Subtle, but we took it. So hey, I'm gonna go with bacon. Bacon camo.
And it's never looked better.
It's sizzling in this
it is
game.
hot. It sizzles. It's greasy. It's all of the
all the things
all
we
of
need
the
it to be.
Okay, so while we unlock these camos
Bacon
and more
camo?
throughout this progression
That's what
journey,
we're excited about?
the best
I
part
don't
is
know.
if
I
you
didn't play
make
Black
something
Ops 2,
awesome, you can now share it
or
with
I
your
might have,
friends.
but
First now
for a very short
in Black
period of
Ops. Lawrence,
time.
can you explain the sort of the build
But-
share for us?
Yeah, weapon
that
build
what we're
sharing.
excited
We
about,
wanted to
bacon
do this
camo?
for a long time. We've finally been able to do it
That's
with
your
Black
thing?
Ops 7. You can send a build you've created directly to a friend.
I do
You
like
can grab
this.
a build
I
from
like
kill
this a
cam.
lot.
So
This
if
is a
someone's
good
got your number in
quality
a match,
of
and you're
life
like,
feature.
Man, what's that guy using?
I can't tell you
Grab
how many
that build,
times I've asked
throw it into your loadout for the next
like
game.
a friend or someone
and
for
then
like, hey,
you can
what's their
also
build?
share
And
via
I
build
have to sit
code.
there and
So right in the gunsmith
look
is
at
a
a
build
picture or
code,
write
edit
down
a
everything
build,
they're
edit a
saying.
weapon,
So,
and that build code updates.
I really like this.
Anytime
Good
you see a
quality life
screenshot of the
feature.
gunsmith posted to socials or out of game, grab that build code, throw it into your game, and you're rocking that gun.
Yep.
My days of digging through the spreadsheets are over.
Yeah, I can join
I'm
my
so
pro.
excited.
I'm going to join my pro friends and be like, "What's the build?" They're like, "Here it is, bang, straight into my loadout. Sick. That's so cool."
It's you know, I spent a lot of time on the social medias looking
Yeah.
for meta builds, so I no longer have to do that. I can just grab a code, and I will also. We saw Pablo talking about our weapons earlier. I will often hit him up on a Saturday night and be like, "Hey,
If you want to know
what is
anything,
what is the best
Pablo's
weapon,
your guy.
Pablo?" And now he can just send me a code.
Yeah.
Pablo build codes are blessed.
Pablo
If
build-
you get a build code
Absolutely.
from Pablo,
Maybe
you know it's
maybe
gonna
we
fly.
will be blessed and get one from him closer to launch. But we've already seen quite a bit of gameplay today. But one thing we have not seen is modes. More modes, new modes. We need
Modes.
to talk
We
about
got
modes.
modes.
So we are talking about Skirmish.
That's right.
Which is not in the beta, but will be there at launch. What's Skirmish all about, Matt?
Yeah, so Brittany said we got maps, and I'm going to say we got modes. Skirmish is our high player count 20v20 mode based on Avalon. We will have 2 launch maps on day 1. We'll have Mission Edge and Mission Tide. They're very different. We've got one kind of skyscrapers, ritzy, glitzy, glamour, wingsuit,
Skirmish,
grapple all
a
over the place. Then we've got
2020
one that's a bit more
20v20
grounded and plays a bit more like a
Me
familiar
personally,
multiplayer
I'm not
play
a
space.
huge
We
fan
love
of,
our
like,
high player count modes at Treyarch.
the
We've taken
giant
inspiration from Fireteam. We've taken inspiration from Combined Arms.
1,000
We've got something
people
really
modes.
exciting for day 1.
Just not my thing.
Really, really exciting stuff.
20
we also
v20
have a
isn't
new mode that we're going to be seeing live
terrible,
gameplay for today called
but-
Overload. What's that about?
I prefer a
Well,
smaller,
we're gonna find out. Back to the
smaller
studio.
objectives, smaller amount of people, just so it's everything's a little bit more impactful.
My name is Miles Ross.
if that
I'm here
makes
with
sense.
Joanna, lead game designer on all things modes here in Black Ops 7. So tell me about modes. What do you and your team do?
My team focuses on designing game modes here at Treyarch.
There's one mode that we would love to talk about, a brand new mode called Overload. What is that?
It's a 6v6 objective mode. You have 2 zones, they have 2 zones. Your goal is to secure the overload device and pick it up and capture it in one of the opposing team zones. Once you secure the device, you have an outline on you to indicate that you have the device. By bringing the device to one of the zones, your team gets 1 point. Your goal is to get 8 points to win the match. And it's been great working on this mode with our
Just
partners at Binox.
Slid
What
dive
happens
off
after
the
a score?
roof.
Does it respawn in a set position or is it random?
An overload device will spawn in one of those 3 locations. The rotations of each spawn is predetermined for each map.
Excellent. This sounds like a very competitive mode.
Oh yes, it is very competitive. It requires
There's
a
like
lot
a
of team
twist on
coordination
kind of
and
search and
strategies.
destroy, I
Sick.
guess.
Okay,
a
when it
little
comes
bit.
to internal playtests, you know, are you guys going crazy? I mean, who's the goal scorer for you guys?
I would have to say I'm the one who tends to be the one picking up the objective and running the device, mainly because I'm an objective player, and a lot of my team members like Matt Trons and Colin Overhaul, they are the slayers in my team. So they tend to clear it my way and so that I could capture the zone.
So the boys are allergic to the objective. Noted. Good to know. Are there anything within the sandbox of BO7, any new tacticals or anything fun you would recommend using in the mode?
I would suggest you equip the new Sight Grenade. It activates hallucination of enemies that are not there. And so when they shoot them, They just burst in redness. It's fantastic.
So if I get hit by a sight grenade,
That's
I will
interesting. There's a
hallucinate
grenade that
some
makes
things
you
aren't really
hallucinate
there,
enemies.
but I can
That
engage
actually
with
could be
them. And my
kinda
teammates
interesting.
just think I'm going crazy and shooting walls.
Yes, correct.
That's how I know I'm in trouble. This sounds so much fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on it, and we get to play this in the beta as well.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see y'all in the beta.
Thanks, Joanna. Back to you guys.
I may have missed it, but I wonder, are there respawns in that overload mode or not?
And you can play
Did anyone catch
Overload
that?
in the beta. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass
Same stuff,
plans
just different
and
look.
get early
I mean,
access to the Black Ops
That's
7
kind of how
beta,
I'm feeling. I mean, there's a
starting in
couple of
just
things
2
they
days
added.
on October
Overclock,
2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump
overload.
into the beta on day
but
2 of early access to
yeah,
experience
that's kind of
a
how I'm
taste
feeling.
of zombies with survival. Preload the beta.
Guns are a little bit
starting
more
tomorrow.
futuristic, have a different
And
kind of
remember,
polish.
when
If you really pay
play
attention,
the upcoming Black
they
Ops
look a
7
little,
beta, you can earn all the
a little
new
more
rewards
polished and
in-game,
like
usable in the
techie.
beta
So
and
do
in
the
Black
sights and
Ops
stuff. That's
7
something. That's the stuff I picked out.
launch. If you plan on playing the
But
Black
yeah,
Ops
I don't know,
7
I'm kinda
beta
feeling the
on
same way.
PC, you must have Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 enabled to get in
Let's
on
see
the
if this
action. This
Secure
is part of
Boot
an ongoing effort by
and
Team Ricochet
TPM
to make
2.0
sure Call of
actually
Duty
help the
players have the
cheaters.
most secure and competitive
We'll see.
play.
That's-
Check out the QR code for more
all I'm
information
gonna say.
on how
We'll
to make
see.
sure your machine is compliant.
That's literally
now
why I
let's
stopped
check
playing
out
on
some
PC, though.
Overload.
Woo! I cannot wait to see some Overload. I know all of us are itching to see if there's going to be a competitive future in this brand new mode. Some historical nostalgia, kind of maybe leaning on some previous game modes, but something that is so dramatically unique. And with the new mode comes another new map. Let's open up and find our way into the Australian desert of
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
exposure.
I think that's
to
like
check
a
out Overload.
projector, but I
Take
thought,
me through
I
just
thought
this
that was a
first
real
half of
door.
the game that we're about to see here, Dream Crazy. What are we looking at?
This
They got
map
me.
looks wild from a standpoint, but you really do have the ability to work to the sides. We have a suspended guild crate, which
Folded.
allows jumping across ladders to gain higher vantage points. And then you have this like indoor control room, which kind of like acts as a node for enclosed
You just
areas,
scream
good for
like that.
holding exits and entrances.
Absolutely the case. Again, some of the keys as we see Simp's team run away with an 8-1 victory. Here are the things that we just need to point to. You saw it in the opening video. The key is to get to 8 total points overall. That gets you a net win. But I think for those that are thinking more on the competitive structure, really the mode is set up into be 2 different halves. You can get 4 points in a particular half. That immediately ends the half and you switch sides so that way you're not just sitting on one side of the map the entire time.
Exactly. It makes it a little bit more fair that way, switching the sides. And then, of course, should we get there overtime, right? We'll talk about that there later.
We will. We will talk about that later. But that was just a small look at Exposure. We also have another new map for you to get a little bit more of a deep dive on, and that is Imprint. And this is really fun, and I didn't actually realize this until Brittany was talking about it. As
You're not
you
getting
run
me
through
this
some
time.
of the snow
That's a
parts
fake
of the
door.
map, you actually leave footprints behind. So not only is this a 3D printing-based facility, but Imprint also lends towards that other new mechanic of being able to see some of those snow footprints as you walk through.
Now I gotta ask her, do we hear the crunching? Does it really get that realistic? But that's something we've heard before. Hopping here on Imprint, this is also another one with an inner facility, right? You got a lot of these fights in the center part of the map, and then also those hazardous drops around the map, but also an inclinator that lifts and control, lifts people up in those upper snow zones.
Indeed the case. And this is also an overload
so she
mode
must
that we're
have the
seeing
device
at the
'cause she
moment.
has a yellow
Another thing to
outline.
point to, that overload device has 3 different spawn points, and you heard Joanna talking about it, per map. They're set locations. But where it spawns may determine what exactly your setup and strategy is going to look like as you try to score, whether that be at the A or the B point. So really interesting dynamicism being brought into this new game mode that I think, again, fuels that competitive spirit that we're all looking for.
Yeah, indeed. And some of the spawn points and the fact that, again, that it does rotate around the map, it really kind of just allows you to set things up here. But an extra shout out here to Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast. Head to callofduty.com, monsterenergy.com, to see how you can earn bonus in-game rewards.
I'll tell you, I am a Monster fan, and I've been picking up that no sugar white Monster, and yep, there are still beta rewards being pushed onto those cans, so make sure you get you some immediately. Another one of those spots, again, that overload device. Some of you might be wondering, what happens if you fall off the map with the device? Well, there's no cheese in terms of possession. It'll just pop right back up to where you fell off the map, so you don't have that stall tactic that can sometimes be used to give yourself a bit of a competitive advantage if you find yourself up like Stephanie's team currently is. is.
Yeah, some of the players had a little play test of that and trying to throw it off the map and realize, okay, we can't get set up on reset. We have to play from this awkward position. So that really does force some of these players to, you know, really rethink their strategies.
Absolutely the case. So again, keep your eye on it. As that overload device, we also notice that as you either capture it or have it in possession, rather, I should say, or if the enemy does, an outline will reveal your position. So it's something, again, to kind of keep in mind in terms
Alright,
of
so it shows you
what
the
am I actually
device.
doing? Where am I going?
Okay, so
How's my
there's
team
one
setting up
device.
around me? That level of
They
intel
just picked it
gathering
up.
is constantly there
The
as you're
other
playing
team.
off of the objective. So that's not unfamiliar, I think, for a lot of modes in the past that are possession-based objectives. So something to keep in mind as you experiment with this new competitive mode. You also see where exactly that next spawn point is going to be for the OBJ. So again, just things to kind of keep in mind as you play. And as you continue to look further in towards the beta, make sure you shout out and take a look at Polaris, the official Call of Duty off-road vehicle partner.
Now, kind of you see Stephanie here. They did have a 5-0 lead, and that red team just kind of inching their way back in, as you can see, because you know with these minute
so you
left here,
spawn
kind of
in,
just seeing how much time that we have before
run
the
for
sides
that
are switched,
device
or
and you
if
try to
should
get it
that
back to
need
your side.
happen. If we didn't already, I know we're
Yeah.
kind of jumping into these games that they have
That's-
started, but you can
that's
kind of
really
see
it for
there
this mode.
does create an opportunity for
Okay,
teams
little wall
to come
jump.
back. Plus, with
Okay,
that
so
Omni
she's
movement, and,
got it.
you know, utilizing it,
Yep.
how
You just grab
quickly
it.
they
You
can
don't
get
have
around.
to-
And you also see just on the UI right here, Stephanie's able to find a nice
You don't have
two-piece.
to,
That
hold the
yellow
button down
outline
or
revealing that, yep, she is indeed
Okay,
being
so-
hunted out. Can you get to the goal in time? Sure can. And another kill to go the way
All
of
right,
Stephanie.
so you got to
for a
make it
6-2
basically
edge in
onto
this
the enemy
particular
side
game.
to score.
Overload
okay.
is looking solid. I'm loving
could
it.
be fun.
Xfinity, if you are a partner or at least using them as a provider, Xfinity customers.
And don't forget, if you're an
early
Xfinity
access to Black
customer,
Ops 7 open beta. Let me say that again for those that
this
may
is
not
for
have
you,
heard me. If
Jay-Easy.
you have Xfinity,
You can get an
you
early
get
access
early access
code
to Black Ops 7.
to Black
Make
Ops
sure you
7.
go and
so
sign up though at
do your thing at
xfinity.com/rewards.
xfinity.com/rewards.
Pointing out some of the extra
Jay-Z.
perk streaks equipment that we're seeing in the game here. We do see, you notice in Overload, EMPs being utilized as well. A victory comes in for Stephanie and her squad 6-2, but you've noticed that, right? EMPs being able to disrupt some of those plays, those push plays with the device.
What are you thinking? Just quickly.
I just
what do you
wanna
love about Overload? I hear you. I'm right there with you. Our players are continuing to jump on in, but when we come back, we'll be talking more about camos and more beyond. So don't go anywhere. Call of Duty Next returns after this.
AMD, the official CPU
All right, we'll turn it
and
down.
GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to claim your code today.
Welcome back, Lawrence and Yale from Treyarch. I am excited to share that we have even more camos to show off. We're not done. As we said earlier, there are more ways than ever to earn camos in Black Ops 7, and that for the first time, that includes a dedicated camo track in the co-op campaign.
Yeah, this is something we've never been able to do before. We have a dedicated camo track in campaign.
So I know I had it down a bit, but they just said that you can get camos in the campaign, which is cool. I don't think they've done that before. So if you enjoy playing the campaign, you will be able to get some camos.
Four in each mode, whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, or co-op campaign, you're going to have a dedicated camo journey and some dope mastery camos to unlock. Let's take a look here.
Co-op.
Molten Gold.
Yes, these are co-op campaign master camos.
Literal drip. Molten camo. Molten gold. That looks so good. Moonstone as well. This is awesome.
Might be one of my favorites in the game,
Me too.
Moonstone.
That's kind of nice too.
The Treyarch weapons team has really pulled out all the stops with these mastery camos in BO7.
Chroma Flux. I'm loving the sort of star details on the handguard as well. There's so much going on.
Guns look incredible. And of course, obviously, for all this stuff like global progression.
What are these, like the
works
top
across every
tier?
single mode for the first time.
Get
So
6
you can
million
earn this and
kills
still be
everywhere
leveling up
before you
1 to 55.
can get
It is
these?
huge.
I had to first look at the co-op campaign mastery camos, but we got to look at the multiplayer ones as well. I mean, I'm going to be playing all of these
Co-op
now. A
campaign
wonderful
mastery
time to be
camos.
a COD player. But these are some of the multiplayer camos that we can be unlocking. Lawrence, Shattered Gold, talk to me.
Yeah, the 16 all new Mastery camos. Here are the MP ones: Shattered Gold, Arclight. I don't know if we've ever had a shiny or diamond.
This
in
one got
Call
a lot
Duty.
of cheers in the creator room.
Yeah, it did. That's a real like Black Ops 7 vibe for me.
So much creativity from the team to be able to pull these off.
This one's one of my favorites. I feel like this one's going to be slept on, but I'm saying it.
Tempest.
Oh, dude, this is great. And you picked a great weapon with a lot of surface area to show off the skin, which
Yeah.
is very cool as well.
The drum mug.
And yeah, rounding it out with Singularity, our final multiplayer Mastery camo. In true final Mastery fashion, this thing will change when you shoot it. So all 4 of our final Masteries across the game have this dynamic nature to them that is just really awesome with automatic weapons and high caliber guns for sure.
That is so fun. That is so cool. Well, Lawrence, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of camos. There's a lot of rewards. How do I keep track of all of these? Like, let's say I'm having a big session. I've unlocked a ton of stuff, but I was on, oh no, I spilt a beverage on the table and I looked away. Oh no, what did I unlock? Can I find out that?
Great question, Miles. Yeah, so we have a new feature in the game we call the reward feed. Pop open the reward feed from the menu panel, and it's got your history of all of your unlocks right there. So this persists across
I
multiple
like that.
games, multiple sessions.
I'll give him that.
You can
I
pull
like
it up,
that.
see what you unlocked a few days ago, equip content from here, investigate.
recall if they've ever had
to
something
dig
like
into
that
challenge
before, but
screens and things like that, and
I like that.
really going to help players keep track of all this stuff because there's a lot to earn. in
That helps a
BO7.
lot. And that was
So
everything
nice.
from stickers to attachments to weapons.
Everything. And you can
Awesome.
equip straight from it. It's great.
Now, Lawrence, season 1 is coming in hot.
So
right
many
after
times you
launch.
can play a
and
game
it sounds
and
like
then be
with
like,
weekly challenges returning.
it gives you that screen where it's
there's
like
a lot
bam,
to
bam,
look
bam,
forward
bam,
to.
bam.
Yeah,
You
weekly
forget everything you
challenges keep
unlocked,
the game
so that makes
fresh
it easy.
each week of the
I
season.
like that.
So
It's a
the
good
way
quality
this
of life
works,
feature.
each week of the season, we're going to have a new piece of gameplay content to unlock for use in your loadouts. This isn't just attachments. We have weapons. We have score streaks in this system. Complete enough challenges, and you'll unlock that week's reward with challenges for all 4 modes. So
Awesome.
truly connected game. You can complete these challenges in co-op, multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Oh, and did we mention it's got camos? 2 camos.
And score streaks.
And
score streaks, all kinds of functional gear.
New loadout
Animated
gear
camo
each
every
week of the
season available in
season.
this system. We also have
Okay.
another camo
Sheesh.
if you complete half of the weeks in the season. So
Oh.
a lot up for grabs in our weeklies.
I'm looking forward to the final count on how many camos are in this game. It's going to be insane. Oh, of course, we also have to show some love to our Call of Duty esports fam. The World Series of Warzone is live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, and we also have some really awesome CDL season planned, and with some full details being released in just a few short weeks. I can say for now, friends, get ready for the CDL to return in early December. Yale, ranked play is now on the tip of my tongue after talking about the COD League. Where can we get that?
So obviously we're bringing a ton of content at launch, season 1. Big thing for us is just making sure we have the best ranked experience possible. Ranked play is coming in season 2. We've already been playing with a bunch of pros. Everyone's getting excited. So much gear. And Lawrence, there's a couple also feature additions to that for people to explore.
A couple things we can mention today. We're bringing back placement matches to get players closer to your rank faster.
Right.
And we know players want surprise camos.
Whoa!
And so we're doing ranked camos each and every season. So you get your gold camo, platinum above.
Gotta have bragging rights. It's key.
So ranked play coming to multiplayer in season 2. Now, speaking of the live seasons, I've heard it said that season 1 is going to be the
Leonard
biggest
Fournette,
season
isn't
in
that a-
Black Ops history in terms of content.
Isn't that NFL
Yale,
player?
Can you confirm?
Could
so
be
we
wrong,
are
but-
absolutely bringing it on this game.
Just swore he's an
This
NFL player.
is from launch to the end of season 1. We will have 7 multiplayer maps. 6 of those multiplayer maps are
Oh
full
my
6v6.
goodness.
This is the most we've ever done.
Well, if you've been watching on Twitch,
expect
you
so
should
much
have by
Yeah,
now
you saw too,
received
like
your
a mix of some fan
your
favorites
goodies, your free
returning
goodies
from
just for
Black Ops
watching on
2,
Twitch.
But also
Your
those brand
emblem,
new maps.
your calling
And
card.
if I'm hearing you right, that doesn't even count what we're bringing to zombies in season 1.
That's right, right.
Some
3
kind of
maps in zombies. So obviously you're going to
accessory
see some
for your
of that
gun.
here. But
And
in
then
season
your
1,
beta
we're bringing
reward
3
should
new
have
maps,
dropped in by now. So
1
go ahead and
round-based
check if
zombie
you haven't
map
already.
and 2 survival
And
maps.
if it doesn't work, make
So
sure your
this
Activision
will
account
be
is
the
linked.
biggest in franchise history.
And
Oh
that you are
my
logged
goodness, we are wrapping up multiplayer here, but every year there is one Black Ops map. Because you're talking about them, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game without it. So Yale, I gotta ask.
I think some of our fans may have a guess on what this is. Absolutely, Nuketown is coming back,
Nuketown.
harkening back to some of the love for Black Ops 2. It is awesome. Nuketown 2025 looks incredible. All the new tech that we have, just it's a banger.
The
it always
colors
is.
are popping.
It is super fun, and we are excited for people to get to see this shortly after launch.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, like with the BO2 fans out there, I think people are going to be really
Pizza.
excited about this version of Nuketown. So shortly after launch.
Shortly after launch, indeed. Well, fortunately, folks, we can all get our hands on Black Ops 7 multiplayer in the beta this week, and I cannot wait to play with some of my friends. Full disclaimer, you know exactly who you are.
Lawrence Yale, thank you so much. Coming up at next, we are getting a look at Zombies live gameplay on the
All right,
brand
y'all.
new
If you're
map,
waiting for zombies, it
Ashes
is
of the
coming up
Damned.
next.
Stay tuned.
Turn it down for y'all.
Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition.
Quick check before zombies. How are we feeling? Did multiplayer do anything to convince you? Are you now like, yeah, no, I definitely need to play it, or still undecided? Or did it actually make you say no, not interested? For me, I haven't seen anything yet from multiplayer that at least would put it above Battlefield 6 for me yet. You play the beta, but I'm not buying it. Yeah, I'm probably still in that boat as well. Now, if the beta wows me, which we've seen multiplayer already, if the beta wows me, maybe I change my mind, but I haven't seen anything from the gameplay that has pushed me over the edge. But here we go. Zombies is coming up next. Maybe zombies will be the part that makes me say, yep, definitely. I knew they were going to do that. All right, buckle in, zombies time. Yeah, how do you even fight that? Audio? Oh, thank you for the call out. I totally forgot to turn off the audio. There we go. Should be good now. Thank you for calling that out.
Company! Like mowing a lord of flesh! Happy New Year, demon spawn!
Definitely wasn't English breakfast.
Oh, literally at my fingertips. Time to roll out.
annihilated quickly.
Play Zombies Survival in the beta.
I do like that we can play zombies in the beta. And so there's a vehicle now. Interesting.
Yeah, what a
Gives me,
trailer!
like,
What
Toxic
a
Commando
song!
vibes.
Teams on point once again with another banger.
Kevin Drew. I am so excited you're here, Steve Bianchi from Treyarch. Might I say, welcome to the party.
You might.
Like our old friend Richtofen.
Welcome to the Dark Ether as well.
It's time. But we're talking all about Black Ops 7 Zombies. And Zombies reveal was massive, Kevin. So let's just start out big picture. How did the team think about building the Zombies experience for Black Ops 7?
Yeah, so Ashes of the Damned really just represents what we want to do with zombies this year. Just as the player, have been sent into the Dark Ether, this map is a Bermuda Triangle where all these locations, and it's one of the
How does
biggest, it's
the,
the
audio
biggest
sound now?
ground-based zombies map we've ever made. Every
With
single
me
one of these
talking
locations
over
has
it?
been sent into the Dark Ether in various time periods, and each one has a unique story and atmosphere. And what was so important with this map was kind of looking back at Transit in Black Ops 2.
Right.
And something very unique about that map was bringing real consequence to moving from location to location because you had these extremely dangerous roads between. And so it's a real decision as a squad. You don't want to just go out in those roads. You want to move together.
Yeah.
And so today, what the players are going to be playing here is a smaller part of the map. We want to preserve most of the experience for everyone at home on launch day. So what's going to happen is at 30 minutes, we're going to trigger exfil automatically at the next round, and everyone at that point, try to get out alive.
And no main quest.
No main quest.
is turned off,
All
so
the
no
quest
spoilers.
stuff is turned off.
No spoilers.
There's
no
still
nothing.
plenty to experience today in this map.
Awesome stuff. And just a taste of zombies. We've talked a little bit about Ashes of the Damned. Let's take a journey now inside the map. Hopefully our creators are prepared for what's about to come their way. Look at this, once again, descending deeper into this absolutely incredible map, guys. It's glorious to look at. A little surprise as well. I don't know if our creators are locked
Got some
in.
help on the way here.
Are they going to see it? Are they
What is
going
that
to
dude
notice?
doing? Really excited.
Oh, I see the lights already. Here she comes. Oh, it's the Wunder vehicle to the rescue.
That's old Tessie for ya.
Tessie is actually here at Next.
Yes.
A lot of our creators, including ourselves, have had the pleasure to get in the real thing, jump on it. There's a Wonder weapon on the top. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I've been so excited about this map, and I'm so glad it's finally out there. We can talk about it. It's in the hands of our creators. So the live gameplay is kicking off. It's time to hop in. Let's take a look. Okay, so Steve, where are we at? We're seeing somebody, Mama K is getting in Tessie right here, I think, at Janus Towers.
They're starting off at Janus Towers. It's transition from Black Ops 6 to here. They're going to have to get the Wonder vehicle running. They're going to try to get to either the farm or Blackwater Lake. When they're there, they're going to experience some horrors. This is a creepy map. The Van Dorn farm is just terrifying. I love the barn there. There's like bodies hanging, the corpses.
This
are
is
swimming.
literally
They can
what
break their arms
Toxic
off,
Commando
fall
is
down and
doing.
chase you. Well, now they're in the fog.
You took
They're on
no
it.
time to get in Tessie.
But
and
hey,
start
look,
going into
Black
the
Ops
roads.
7 did
Oh
it first.
My goodness.
Toxic Commando has been in beta
That is
for
one of the new enemies
a
on the
year
back
now,
of
maybe
the-
more.
of Tessie
So
there, right?
those are the Ravagers, and you
so-
can see that they're little gremlins, and they love being
Although
in
the
the fog,
concept
and
is the same.
They just took care of Tessie already. They're really good at jumping on and.
But
just
Toxic
starting to
Commando is
just tear it to
very heavily
pieces.
based around the vehicle. Like, you need
Hopefully
that
she
thing
gets out of there because
I
it gets
was-
really
to
hectic.
like survive
about
and
to
get
ask
around the
you,
map.
so obviously
But
in
I'm
these
curious
spaces
what the map size
between
difference
the
is and
locations on Ashes of the Damned. Now,
How
you can
important the
get
vehicle
out of
is
the Wonder vehicle,
for
but
Call of Duty
Steve,
Zombies
should
versus
you
is
get
it
out
just
of
like
the
an
Wonder
accessory?
vehicle?
Well, we call this the fog. These roads, these transitions between areas, it's very dangerous. The round rules are not the same as regular rules here. So zombies can continually respawn, and when you try to kill them, they actually just poof into like dust and can reform, right? So you have to just try your best to get through there. You gotta run, you gotta fix the car really quickly and get out of there because you're not gonna be getting points, you're not gonna be getting drops or power-ups. So keep on, make it through.
So we're obviously seeing the Wonder vehicle there, but we need this. This map is so big that we need a vehicle to get around it and drive between each of the
Okay,
areas.
so it's a very
Kevin,
large
what
map.
does it mean to have old Tessie in RBZ?
Yeah, so this is a true Wonder vehicle, and we call it the fifth member of the squad because Tessie is so essential to your success in this map. We just saw, you
Wow, so
absolutely
there
need
you
her
go.
to
I
get
mean-
from place to place. But even beyond that, you're going to be powering her up and upgrading
That is
her.
literally Toxic
Initially,
Commando.
you'll find her, she's a bit slow and disrepair, but the first thing you
I don't know
do
who copied who
is
first.
find a
I
familiar
mean, I
bus
think
driver's head
there have been
in the
vehicles
starting
in
area,
zombies, if I'm not
install it in the
mistaken. Feel free to
dashboard,
correct me if
Tessie.
I'm
So now
wrong.
you've got to
But
get
I
a
think
bit
there's
of a
been
automated repair and some
vehicles
personality
in
as well.
previous Call of
And
Duty
then from
zombie
there,
games,
you know, I think we'll
but
see
they
a lot of that
weren't
today is
like
getting the pack-a-punch. You're eventually going to get to Ashwood
essential.
and
They were
find
just
a
there
disrepaired
to like get
pack-a-punch. You're
around.
going to take that jet thruster.
Like I
put it in
said,
the back
Toxic
of Tessie,
Commando, that
give it a
vehicle
boost
is
jump,
essential.
as
You
well as for the
upgrade
first
it,
time
you
ever,
power
giving
it up,
yourself a mobile
you have to take care of it if you really want
Oh
to
my
survive
gosh, we're
that
hearing Mama
map.
Kay like she's
It sounds
loving
like
the
they're
map
kind of
right
saying the same
now.
thing.
She's looking
Like,
up. What
he
a
just said it's
moody,
integral
you know,
to the
lighting
map.
situation you
So,
have throughout.
I wonder
There's
who
a lot
copied
of
who here,
atmosphere in
but
this
they
map.
took that page.
Very creepy. Each
Well, at
space
least
is
they're
just very
that's
unique.
something
So what is the
right
name
out
of
Toxic
this
Commando's
location?
kind of
Oh,
MO.
This is Blackwater Lake.
But
It's
hey,
this old
Black
cabin
Ops 7
that's
brought
been
it to
transported
market
here, just as
first.
everything else.
Toxic
This is
Commando's been
really
getting
like a
delayed and
Bermuda
delayed.
Triangle type of area, so
it is what it
all
is.
manner of places from all over can show up here, and it's just cool. The really cool thing too you'll see is there's unique zombies to each area. So there's some lost hikers here, some backpackers and stuff. And Janus, you'll see Janus Tower security and employees there. So it's really cool detail.
Okay, so we're back in Tessie. Steve, what are some of the upgrades? What are some of the other upgrades that you can
See,
make?
the Abomination skin upgrade is one of my favorites. So you're increasing the durability of the vehicle there, which really helps. It actually is chomping through zombies as you're driving through them. The beam attack is super powerful. It just blasts through, cuts through your enemies. It's great. There's also the DG2 turret, which we just saw. Super helpful. You get a player on top of there, help clear the hordes ahead of you. Its electric attack can chain to other enemies. It's really powerful, really awesome.
Kevin, this doesn't look like the cabin anymore.
No, so we're back. We're over at Van Dorn Farm. So right off the bat, you can get to go left or right, and this is the other path. And somebody got lucky and got a ray gun at round 6, which is awesome.
And it's Skunk, so that can only go one way.
He's a lucky boy.
So this is, you know, lovingly referred to on our team as the murder barn.
yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
So the Van Dorn family, they got to the Dark Ether here. They're just a murder family. They're crazy. They took out everybody. You see the bodies hanging here. Some of them are still wriggling around and moving. These zombies can break out. They can break their heads off, jump down and chase after you. So it's just super cool horror vibes in there. It's terrifying. I love it.
Zombies can break
So
their heads
someone
off
just
and
got to
throw it
Ashwood,
at
and
you,
this
or what?
they're upgrading the Tessie with the Pack-a-Punch here. So they've already gotten the power up, and Ashwood is kind of our central location.
It's
this,
crazy. I just keep thinking of
1800s
Toxic
kind of
Commando. Look,
western
he's like
town
upgrading
that was
the
just dropped in this place, and it's kind of right on top of this chasm.
Dang.
So
My
if you
opinion,
look
Toxic
up, there's this
Commando
massive
screwed up
bridge,
royally.
with the generator. It's
They
just a
screwed
really
up
cool space.
royally
A lot of
by
verticality.
letting Black Ops 7
combat role
like,
actually
take
is
this
really useful in this
idea
place. Just be able
to market
you know,
first.
Be able to jump off that bridge and just
Because
roll
all you're
right
going to
over to
hear
Tessie
when
in the
Toxic
garage.
Commando
got
is
any augments
released
for that?
is, they
Flopper
copied Black Ops
totally
7.
supports
Even though,
it.
I mean,
It's great. You got to think about.
I'm
wall
pretty
jumping as
sure
well as rolling now. That's a
Toxic
lot of
Commando
flipping
had
going
that
on.
idea of having the vehicle as like a central point that you upgrade. It has weapons. You can upgrade like the damage it gives out and takes. Like, they're the ones who did it first, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they're gonna be upset that
Joe
Black
White,
Ops
I'm the
7
senior lead
took this
designer
idea
on zombies here
and
at
took it to
Treyarch.
market
So
first.
welcome. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm very ready. I'm very excited. We've got to talk about the all-new, massive round-based zombie map, Ashes of the Damned. Tell me everything.
Yeah, Ashes of the Damned is one of our biggest maps ever. It's around the studio. We like to call it a kind of Bermuda Triangle of these varied locations that have been host to terrible events that have caused them to be pulled into the Dark Ether.
Bad things happening all over the place, and now they're all in one central location for us to play with. It sounds perfect. Okay, so there are many locations that we're sort of dealing with and we can talk about on this map, but where do we start?
So you'll start outside of Janus Towers, but you're definitely not in West Virginia anymore. This is a dark, ruined version of what we saw at the end of Black Ops 6. The upheaval and destruction around you really drives this home and sets the tone for what's in store. From there, you'll have two choices. One road leads to Van Dorn Farm, the other leads to Blackwater Lake Cabin.
Okay, choose your own adventure. Let's go to Farm.
Van Dorn Farm is an homage to Transit Farm ripped straight out of a horror movie.
This was the home of a murderous family, complete with an underground kill bunker and a barn lined with their unfortunate victims hanging from the rafters.
Extremely spooky. Okay, if we go back, let's head to the cabin. What have we got there?
Yeah, Blackwater Lake Cabin is where a famed horror director drowned his lead actress, believing her death would birth the ultimate terror. But as it
Dang.
so happened, the lake had other
Story is
ideas.
dark as hell.
Okay, Anthony, I appreciate you not giving away too much. There's spoiler-free territory here. What's beyond the cabin, though?
Regardless of which of these paths you take, you'll end up in the fractured southern Georgia town of Ashwood. And this is the central location of the map. Ashwood was the site of a massacre, and cracking the veil, pulling the town into the dark ether.
Oh, this is cool. Every location has such a unique sort of story piece to it.
Yeah.
And there's so much storytelling going on. What does this mean, though, that we are trapped in the dark ether?
This is super exciting because anything goes in the dark ether, and we get to go to some truly incredible places.
I
throughout
feel
the
like if
seasons as a
something
result.
convinces
we're
me, it
coming
might
out
be
strong with
zombies.
Ashes of the Damned.
Because
We've got a Wonder
I
Vehicle,
love
we've
zombies.
got a
Anything
movie
zombie
vibe,
related,
and we know that this map will deliver
I'm
that
in.
atmospheric experience.
Like you have
that
to make a
zombies fans
really
have been asking
bad
for.
zombie game
It
for me
sounds
to not want
absolutely
to play
brilliant.
it.
It looks
I've
brilliant.
pretty much
I
played
can't
every
wait to get my
zombie
hands
game
on it. Thank you so
that
much,
has ever
mate.
existed.
We've got more zombies gameplay.
For the most
coming up.
part. But
Well, you sure do, Miles. Guys, a
if
new
there's
zombie
good
map means
progression
that
here,
we've got to see some new monsters. We got
and there's a lot to
What else
do,
are we looking out
it's
for in
very
the dark ether?
Yeah, so if it's going back to those Ravagers,
you can
saw them,
upgrade
like,
your
tearing Tessie
character and
apart.
stuff a
They're
lot.
just little jerks.
The
Any
map is
loot that
interesting.
drops, they'll immediately gravitate toward and try to eat.
Maybe
So you wanna-
zombies is the
yeah,
one that
loot
pulls
pigs, you
me
wanna
into getting
stop
the
them.
game.
And they hang out in the fog normally, but in the special rounds, the fog rolls in. And that gets really intense when these guys are all coming in at farm
Bigfoot?
or any of these locations.
Speaking of intense,
we have the
A
Zursa
giant
here.
bear
this thing
werewolf.
is massive. It's terrifying. It's wet and slimy. It has beehives on it that actually can detach, fly at you, and attack you with zombies, right?
Yes.
These also reveal weak points on it. You can shoot those and go for the critical damage there. But I mean, this thing is tough. The car can't even smash through it. I mean, it's formidable.
This guy's a terror. He just harkens back to some of our earlier games where you just keep trying to run away from him, and he's unrelenting.
Yeah, unrelenting is a good way to put it. But also, we got to have a moment for the zombies because, we love a pun on this show.
Yeah, we just had to do it. Because
There
if
you
you go
are.
inside the building, he might not be able to get in there, but the zombies will definitely be able to get in there.
Yeah. Now, something else I've been dying to talk about, and we saw a little bit about this during our zombies reveal, is the debut of a new version of some familiar faces. I am, of course, talking about the original crew with a new look.
That's right. So this is our iconic crew, the original crew, but this is the Dark Ether version. Returning is the original voice cast, so Steve Bloom, Fred Tatasciore, and Nolan North, and we're going to be premiering Nelson Lee as Takio this game. And so while you might recognize the crew and their personalities, they have different backstories and a different reason why they're here that we're going to discover throughout the year.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers. Super cool. I also see some, more familiar faces. The OG crew won't be facing the Dark Ether alone. Steve, what other characters are joining them?
Well, we have returning from Black Ops 6, Maya, Weaver, Carver, and Gray will be here too. As you've seen in the Reckoning, they mysteriously vanished. They show up here now. They're in the Dark Ether. They're meeting up with the original crew here, and their souls are drained. They're going to have to all work together here to escape, right? So it's really cool that there's 8 operators you can choose from to get really good dialogue all together, all the different combinations. It's amazing.
I feel like narratively that's going to be just so fun because I'm thinking about how incredible some of the lines are. The writing's always on point, and just how they're going to interact together. I'm like,
yeah,
we'll be making some new friends.
Yeah,
Rick
exactly.
Toffin and Gray are both scientists, but very different kinds of
Very
scientists.
different kinds of science.
Awesome. Okay, we're talking about what else players can look forward to, folks. Don't forget that we have the beta starting in just 2 days. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting on October 2nd. Don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access. That is when you will experience a taste of zombies. Preload the beta starting tomorrow. Also, this is a fun one. The Gobblegum
2 days
Monster
we get
Pack is
the
here, but only for a
early
limited
access.
time. Pre-order now before the Black Ops 7 beta
That would be
ends, and you'll
Thursday, so
unlock
make sure you
a
take off work,
monstrous
get
amount
all
of
your
Gobblegums. The pack
responsibilities
includes one of every
completed
rare,
before
epic, and
Thursday.
legendary Gobblegum. That's 9 rares, that's 9 epics,
And
it is
again, if you
10
don't pre-order
legendaries
the
plus 3 Perkaholics. Use them
open
in Black Ops 6
starting
Open betas, I think
tomorrow.
the 5th.
And don't
Is that what
forget,
they
once
said?
you pre-order, make
Something
sure
like
you
that.
log into Call of Duty before the end of the open beta on October 8th to claim.
But if you're here
this
and you're
pack.
watching
Chris in
right
the pocket,
now,
you've got
hopefully
some
you've
more
already gotten your
Gobblegum
beta.
news,
I
don't you,
listed out
sir?
like 3 ways for you to get it. So hopefully each of you have gotten your beta
Gobblegum
code
mini
already.
dispenser replica. It works. It's functioning. That's right. And for all those Call of Duty collector fans out there, now available for pre-order, it's the new Gobblegum replica dispenser that you could have on your desk. All fans who grab one of these for their collection will also
Who's
get
getting
a
their
Gobblegum
Gobblegum
machine
dispenser?
weapon charm gift with the purchase, and this will be the perfect shelf companion for your Wunderwaffel that you picked up last year at
Who's
Next.
putting all them hearts in
Amazing
chat?
stuff coming
Somebody's
out of our
excited for
crew,
the
and
beta.
it is more than just
Gobble
a display
gobbles,
piece.
that's
This
right,
is a
gobble
working
gobble.
die-cast metal replica standing 12 inches tall. It can be loaded with standard gumballs, adding an interactive touch to your collection. With Black Ops 7 launch around the corner comes a new chapter in the Zombies story. The perfect time to grab a new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. And you can win it right now. You got no money? No problem. Head on over to X and post with the hashtags on your screen, and you'll be entered to win one of the 3 half-scale collectibles. Or simply
There you
use
go.
the
If you
QR
want to
code
win
on
one,
your screen.
post on
It'll
X,
take you
include the
directly to
hashtags
Easy
COD
stuff.
Next
Now,
and
let's
Gear Shop,
listen in on how our
whatever that
creators
says,
are enjoying
sweepstakes X.
this massive map.
Gear Shop X BO7 sweepstakes.
This is main quest related. We found something main quest related. Alright, let's spin the box again. If we can get the ray gun or something, that'd be huge.
All right, we're getting some more zombies gameplay.
I want it. Okay, SMG.
Once I am not underwhelmed. I am well.
Okay, should we open this up? Kind of intrigued. And also, there's a bin? What is that?
The camo with the map, the purple in the back, it looks so good. Look at that. Yo! It looks so good. All right, let's keep driving.
Okay, we're just coming out of gameplay there, and I have to mention something because we saw one of the first pack camo there on Mama K stream.
Yeah, looks awesome. One of our best packs, I think, in years.
Awesome. Not the first new thing, though, that we've seen. Something I don't think we haven't seen just yet, though, but it's a brand new perk, Kevin.
Yes.
Wisp T. What is that?
So Wisp T is you're trapped here. You need some friends. You need some allies wherever you can get them.
We're not
There's a
picky.
lot of these wisps around, and this perk is all about kind of gaining control of one. And so once you have it, you have an ally. And once you shoot enough zombies, you'll summon this wisp, and it will help you kill zombies. But then you can augment it to do all sorts of things. So if you want to be a little bit more defensive, you can make it help revive you. If you go down, if you're playing solo, it's a great ally to have. What's really cool about these wisps is when you augment them, they get different masks and different colors. So it's just very, very playful and a lot of fun.
Lots of fun. I'm excited to see those. And you know what else is new? We got a brand new ammo mod coming to Black Ops 7 Zombies at launch. Steve, what are we working with?
We have fireworks returning from Black Ops 3, but wait, it's improved. So now it's gonna proc and home in on enemies with these rockets it's shooting, which it never did before. And there's also some really great augments like you're seeing here.
This one
It'll
is
launch
so
multiple ones,
cool.
it spin around, take out anything in the area. It's a really good large area of effect here. Great for this map because there's some giant spaces here.
This looks so cool. The particle effects are going wild as well.
Yeah.
In terms of out of the stuff that's returning, what players can expect, the toxic growth field upgrade is back. How's this going to work with this environment, with this huge environment that we're in?
Yeah, so Toxic Growth is one of my favorite field upgrades. It's from Cold War, and it's all about creating an area of denial. And I think, immediately it can serve as blocking down one of the pathways for zombies, which is critical, right? Like being able to just say, I don't have to worry about zombies coming from that doorway for a while is
I might
clutch.
be safe here for a short period of time. Yeah.
But you can use it all sorts of ways, right? You can plant it down if you want to revive someone. As long as you're in it, all the zombies are coming at you and getting taken out. And then
Gives
obviously
me
this can be
World War
augmented
Z
as well.
vibes.
It can get bigger. It can brain rot
Where
zombies.
you put
and
down
do all
like
sorts of
barbed
cool stuff.
wire,
Oh, well,
slow zombies
speaking
down.
of augments, there's some big news because all of the research
You
that
can
we
see
did
zombies
in
is
Black Ops
evolving.
6
They're
on
adding,
Augments
taking
with
stuff
the
from
Black Ops
different
6 crew,
genres
it's
of
coming with
zombies
us
and
to Black
adding
Ops
it
7,
to,
right?
That's right. It's not like
to
you
this.
forgot what you did.
Yeah.
And now that we're in here, we're unlocking additional, branches of science.
Yeah, new
So
science.
We're expanding the augments so you can actually earn an additional major
Damn, nope.
and minor augment for all content, and you can even unlock an additional second minor slot.
Whoa.
So in total, 192 augments to experiment with, and a lot of these are pretty big, like game changers with some of the older content. So
Yeah.
like stamina up, you can fire while sprinting. There's a Vulture Aid augment that automatically applies armor plates to your armor, so you don't
Oh.
have to manually plate.
I'm so excited about that one.
One of my
That and
favorites.
reactive plates.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Is Ether Shroud is you create an after image that is like serves as a decoy, so all the zombies attack that while you kind of regather and kind of re-equip and shoot them.
That is awesome. Oh my gosh, so much choice. We have to be seeing some new stuff. We've seen the trailer, we've seen a hint
cool.
of what may be a new wonder weapon, gentlemen. Let's take a look at the Necrofluid Gauntlet. Steve, what the hell is this?
That's
This
a
is-
perfect question.
What is this?
Great question. Yeah, this is an awesome
What is
weapon,
that?
new wonder weapon for the map here. It is this weapon of unknown origin. It showed up in the dark ether here as well. We don't know where it comes from, but you can harness the powers of it here. It has a great melee attack with the claws on it, but it also harnesses this black viscous liquid here that you can manipulate, so you can fire that out. It goes through enemies. You can recall that back as you're doing that. It'll actually also pull in items, power-ups, and damage enemies on the way, but it also refills the ammo into the weapon, which is completely amazing, right? It's really fun.
It's like if you manage it well, you're never going to run out of ammo.
Exactly.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
Interesting. Well, maybe we'll find out where it came from or how it got there. I'm excited to use it either way. But in addition to round-based zombies, we're also bringing survival maps back from Black Ops 2. So last week we went to Treyarch to learn about what's headed to survival.
Anthony, welcome back. Let's talk about survival maps. We mentioned Van Dorn Farm earlier, and this is the first survival map coming to the game, and it's the first time Treyarch is bringing survival to zombies since Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's right. Van Dorn Farm from Ashes to the Damned will be our first survival map of many. This focused area of the full map is all about staying alive with what you've got. No main quest, no frills. You'll be able to
so it's
play it
just
during the beta, and you can expect
a
more
quick
survival
survival-
locations
I
based
guess
on our
survival
round-based
mode.
maps coming post-launch.
Wow, okay, cool. So confirming
Don't
we
have
will
to worry
get
about
more of
missions,
these
objectives, just
post-launch.
surviving.
That sounds like the perfect option for people
I like
who
that. So if
wanna
you're not
warm up
interested
and
in all
maybe vibe
the
with friends before jumping
all
into
the
main event.
hoopla of running
Yeah,
around the
exactly.
map and doing
And
all
while
these
survival
objectives
isn't as
and
forgiving
this
as
and that,
directed mode,
and you
which
just
is
want
also
to play
returning,
just pure
it's
survival
still a
zombies.
quick and easy
boom.
way to jump straight
can
into
hit
some
this up.
zombies action. Of course, we'll still have our standard mode, and we're adding a new curse mode that'll make zombies even deeper and more challenging for our hardcore players. Sprinkle in some Dead Ops Arcade 4 on top of that, and we'll just have a huge experience for our players.
It sounds like a lot to play, and we cannot wait. Anthony, thank you so much. Back to the show. Plenty to digest there. There's so much to digest, Miles. It was a true pleasure getting to sit down with Anthony to talk about survival maps. Steve, what is the team most excited about? There's so much that you've put into this, but what's top of the list?
The survival maps, it's awesome because you can just jump right in there and play. There's the Pack-a-Punch is there, the Wonder Fizz is there. You got everything you need to survive. There's no quest, so you can just have a really great experience and just enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just very much like Liberty Falls from Black Ops 6. Like, there's some nights where you don't want to think too hard.
Yeah,
you
just
just
want
want
some
to you just want to try to get to high rounds, and this is what the mode is all about. And what's interesting is it's not a lot of work to just get set up. You have that
Survival's
success, but
probably the best,
It's actually pretty hard to get to high rounds because they're so small. You
mode
can't just
for
take a zip line.
I don't
or
want
a
to think
jump
too
pad out
much.
of there.
I don't want to do too
It
much.
gets
I've
pretty
had a
hairy
really
pretty fast,
It looks
crappy
really,
day,
really intense. I
and I
like
just
what
want
heard
to
quickly there from
play
Noah J. He has the
and
fireworks
destroy some
straight away. It's
zombies.
Like, wow,
That's probably your
these
mode
are
right
so
there.
pretty.
And it looks
They are
amazing in the
pretty.
map, right? The
looks so
dark
good.
map
Like
with the
just tune
fireworks.
out, zone
But
out,
I want to ask,
keep it simple, and
is
just
there a
blast some
round
zombies.
cap in beta?
There is, well, only that it gets to 999, and so I kind of challenge anyone out there playing in the beta. How far can you get in the time that you have? Can you get up there? We'll see.
I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Tag us.
Yeah.
I want to see it. But Yale mentioned it earlier today, but Black Ops 7 is going to have a massive Season 1 with the Treyarch team adding 2 new survival maps and 1 round-based maps in Season 1.
Yeah. which is huge. And that new round-based map coming in Season 1 is, I think, one of my favorites of
I was
all
hoping
time.
you would say that because I'm very excited about it, but I'm excited you're excited.
I will describe it as very metal.
Metal.
Do
So
do
metal.
You will with that.
Okie dokie then.
Zip action here from Noah. Okay, well, Kevin, there's more to talk about here. There's also cursed mode. This sounds like something the sort of long-time fans are going to be, really excited to play and they're going to love.
Yeah. So last game we introduced directed mode for more casual experience for fans to experience the story. This year, cursed mode is all about engaging our most hardcore players that are seeking challenge.
There you go. Those of you who love zombies are really good at it.
On day one,
know
but
every
I'm
single
sure
thing about it.
our
You got
audience will
cursed
find it
mode
very
for
fast. And as soon as you get into curse mode, you're going to immediately feel the difference. We're bringing back the classic point system, which is more complex, but you're going to need that because this is going to get a lot harder. You're only going to start with a pistol.
You might like zombies.
And no minimap.
Yeah, I mean,
And so the whole idea of this mode is it's about
it
discovery.
looks fun,
and you're
especially
trying to
since it's a
find
big
these
map.
relics within the mode. And,
There'll be a lot to do.
Once you find them and
They
unlock them, they
took
apply
that,
additional difficulty modifiers to the mode. So you
they
can
took
actually
two
disable
things,
things like ammo crates or limit yourself to 4
from
perks
different
within a match.
zombie genres.
You start to tier up.
They got the
but why am I
car,
doing that? Well,
the car updates
there's
and
definitely
stuff.
bragging rights, but we also reward you in a variety
And
of
then,
ways.
gosh, I forgot what the second thing
And
was.
then one of those things is unlocking additional power.
oh yeah, the
so once you get to tier 1, you're actually going to
the
unlock
stuff
the
like
ability to
slowing
just
down
purchase gold
zombies
armor
with
mode,
like the
which just automatically regenerates your plates.
like
so along
barbed
the way, you're making the
wire
mode so much
type
harder and
bush
facing
or
new challenge,
whatever
but you're also getting
thing.
a couple tools to help you.
So
out.
it's definitely
It sounds really
zombies
good.
evolved.
It sounds like I was sweat.
But yeah, I mean,
complete
if you love
the
zombies,
main
you got a
quest
big
in
map
Cursed at
now.
launch?
You got to take care of
The
a
mode is all
vehicle.
about kind of going back
You
and
got to
trying to
traverse the
complete
map
main
with a
quest again at
vehicle.
these
So
higher
you have new
difficulties
things
and getting additional rewards.
coming for you. So
Oh my god.
I mean,
oh my god. There's
Okay.
a lot to play here.
it could
Is this the garage in
could be interesting.
Ashwood?
We'll
That
see.
was.
Okay.
We'll
that was
see.
the garage in
So
Ashwood.
what are we? What,
Nothing
what are we
I've
doing
seen
there? Is
so
that kinda
far
like
has-
Tessie's
That's
spot?
that's the main
Has
place they're
made me
gonna
be like,
upgrade
yeah,
Tessie.
definitely.
It's got a way to warp
Definitely
Tessie
need
back
this.
to there. She
But
breaks
the
down.
good news is they're
If you
giving
wanna
us zombies
break
in the
the
beta,
fog, just
so
get there, pay the price. Tessie be there.
we'll see.
Tessie auto regenerates there. You can also actually pay to.
I'll
warp
probably
into
like
Tessie
survival
there.
mode
So if
more
your
than
friends
anything
have
because
Tessie on the other side of the
I
map.
feel like that giant
for a
map,
small
all
fee,
those like
you can be
objectives
there
and
with
stuff
them.
you can do
That's
across
cool.
the
I
map.
mean,
I just
it's
don't
so
have time
map-
for
it's a
that.
big
But
map, there's lots to
dropping
do,
in
lots
for a
to
quick
do.
survival
It's really nice. They've
game
got different
and
options
just
to get
blasting
out
some
quickly.
zombies and
yeah, if Tessie
till you
goes down,
till you die,
God forbid.
I think that
You also have
it's like-
jump pads in the
that's
level.
perfect
so as
and
you're
smart
driving
that they
through
added
and
that.
unlocking these new destinations, there's alternate ways to quickly travel back and forth. So you don't have to just use Tessie sometimes.
All right, I've heard there are some juicy new zombies mastery camos coming to Black Ops 7. Kevin, let's take a look at what we got.
Let's look at the goods.
Got a
So
little too
first
cocky
up,
there.
We got Golden Dragon, which is very scaly and very, very shiny.
That's cool.
Very beautiful.
That's very
Looking great off that Aurora Borealis skybox. So Bloodstone, incredible looking. Doomsteel, I think this is my favorite. Look at
Oh,
all the like
I like
clockwork and
Doomsteel.
intricacy there.
Okay, I'll give
I
him
think
that one.
Lawrence said earlier, but the weapons team
Doomsteel
just
sexy.
continues to outdo themselves. And then our final camo is Infestation, which I think just looks incredible, and it very much ties in with our Necrofluid Gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
The vibe of the map.
It's
I
very,
heard Lawrence call this camo, and I quote, absolutely disgusting.
and I would agree.
In the best way possible.
In like the best zombies way possible, but
Ooh. All right, our players are getting sort of a little towards the end of their allotted time here on Ashes of the Damned. I mean, is there any? I don't know. Is there any other sort of fun things that you guys are allowed to share? It's still.
I mean, this.
I would like some more tips about the fog, right? So
Fog
Steve talked
sounds
about the
horrible.
fog.
The fog actually does have
Yeah, you
some
can tell,
investigation there. There
Black
is
Diamond, to
gameplay
your comment.
to uncover.
You
I
can
mean,
tell
right now
that
we don't have
they
quests and things and side
they
quests on,
definitely
but
paid
if you're gonna
attention to
wanna explore
camos
there,
because they know
you have
like
to be prepared to
the
really
camo
fight.
grind and the
Have some
marketing
drive maybe,
and
right?
all the
Have some perks
flashy
with you, have your
stuff
gun
has to
upgraded,
pull
'cause
people
it's a
in.
challenge,
They know
right?
that.
So, yeah,
They need to
explore
get
the
that
fog at your
right.
own
But
risk.
yeah, they
Some
definitely
reward-
they
potentially
definitely
some
up their game
reward.
on the
It's your own
camos.
peril.
The camos look
Yeah.
very shiny and lots of stuff going on. So yeah, they definitely paid
There's an
attention
effect
to
on
it.
your
I
screen when
agree.
Zersa hits you. It's like a scratch mark.
You get
Yeah.
the bleed effect. Yeah.
That'll actually shut down your auto healing.
Oh.
So it gets really scary if you get swiped like that, because yeah.
Don't panic.
You're gonna have to.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Just
Do
keep
not
running.
panic.
So that's Noah just knocked off one of the beehives there, and it creates a little area. Now you have to still take that out once it's dislodged from his body.
Yeah, Xerxa's. I didn't realize how big Xerxa is compared to your player. That's also terrifying. Not to mention the sort of bee like ranged attack as well. That's intense.
Nah, this looks kind of crazy.
It's the Uzi honey for me. I'm not gonna lie to
So
you.
does that
First time I
giant
saw it,
bear
I was
zombie
like,
zombie bear just spawn randomly? Did they say it's at certain points? Or is it like,
doing great though. He's
you know
got a
how like
nice little-
before,
he's
like
got a
every
good
couple
circuit.
rounds you'd get like that
So you mentioned earlier that
special,
Ashwood is kind of
like you get like
the
spiders and stuff
Yeah.
before, whatever the heck those
So the
things
whole
were.
map is really, it's a
Spider-esque things.
And,
I
Ashwood is
wonder
in
if
the
it's
middle
like
of
that.
So
Like
it's just
every
this kind of
10
nice,
rounds that bear zombie comes out.
regathering location, and having the garage there for Tessie is part of that.
Yes, exactly. It's a very easy, fast travel jump to get to this location, to have access to the garage, to have access to a lot of the things in the map. Really centralized here. See, there's some zip lines you can take up to the
heading
top.
back upstairs. Yeah.
Just a quick PSA. Make sure you check
No, that was
Twitch
just a rappel line. Or,
to see if you got your rewards.
So here we are back at
And
Janus,
if you
the starting
haven't,
area.
then make sure your Activision
I would
account
like
is
to think he
linked,
has come back.
and make sure you are signed into Twitch.
Actually,
Otherwise,
pack a punch there, so
how would you get your
Made
rewards?
his way back to here.
But if you don't use Twitch,
to
then
exfil.
again,
Okay, so we
if you're an
know that the
Xfinity member, you
rounds
get
are
a beta
coming to a
code,
close here
and
for
you can also
creators,
just
and then
pre-order
this,
and get a beta
this
code.
is about
So
Exfil.
just
So
a
how
friendly
is Exfil
reminder.
gonna work in this game? What can you tell us?
For the first time in this game, you can actually do a solo exfil. So you'll see these yellow phone booths around the map at all the areas. You'll hear the phone ringing. If you answer it, you can choose to exfil. So now your teammates can vote to opt into that if they'd like to. And then they can warp to that exfil location. Then you're gonna have to face the Xerxa. You're in a confined space here. It's a do or die situation, right?
But it's
your
not
other
just
friends,
any Xerxa, right?
Yeah,
No,
an
it's
HVT Xerxa. Thank you. Yes.
It's like the Mama Xerxa.
Mama Xerxa.
And then, but your other friends, even if they didn't opt to exfil, they can actually jump in there and help you out if they want to be, but that's at their risk. They could go down or something can happen. But once you're successfully out, they can continue playing without you. Yeah,
that's
it's really cool.
I'm gonna use this all the time because I feel like it's always like, you know what, dinner's ready, I'm out. You guys keep going, or I'll stay in and you leave. And I love that they kind of calculated risk if they're helping you and they do go down, but at the same time, like they might just leave you and be like, good luck.
Yeah,
You take the HVT Xerxa on your own.
We also simplified it this year. It's very clear. It's just kill that HVT and get out.
And get out.
It's
okay.
not like kill 50 zombies and it's just kill that and you're good.
That's very cool, guys. Oh my gosh. Is there any rules? I mean, if it's brown, lay down. If it's undead, go for the head. Is there a...
Go for the weak spot.
Go for the weak spot. Hope your weapon is pack a punch. Okay. Oh, the gameplay looks fantastic. And of course, folks, for the very first time ever, we have zombie survival in the beta. And this was just a little taste, a little succulent enjoyment moment of that zombies experience.
Yeah. So survival's all about these smaller maps and just focused on exactly that, surviving. And in the beta, we're gonna give you so many gums because we want you to just experiment, especially some of the new gums.
Yeah.
And this is the first time zombies in the beta. This is incredible.
Yeah.
It gives us an opportunity to react to players' feedback and just see like how what happens in high rounds and how we need to react. So
We're so excited about that. It's going to be amazing.
I always think that when we can go home and play the game sitting on our own couches at home, like that's the moment it's real for me.
Mhm.
So beta always is that. I'm like, I get to play it out of the office. I can't wait. But just being able to play zombies in beta is going to be awesome. Taste of survival. Alrighty. Well, I think we're wrapping up here with our zombies gameplay, but there's been amazing talking about all of the content coming to the mode and Black Ops 7. But Treyarch was like, hey, why not more? We need more. We want more game. And so we have Dead Ops Arcade returning to Black Ops 7.
Yes, so Dead Ops Arcade has actually been with us since Black Ops 1. It's a game within a game, and if you don't know what it is, it's a top-down arcade shooter that kind of remixes a lot of the pieces of zombies and some of the other modes to create this massive experience. And this time around, it's 80 levels. It's packed with all sorts of secrets to discover. It starts out top-down, but there's ways that you can go first-person. There's a side-scrolling, and for the first time, you're actually going to be able to share a global progression. So you're going to be able to still like rank up while playing this.
Earn XP.
And what's really cool is that you can use gobblegums in this mode as well. Wow. And what we've done is remapped a lot of the gums to behave differently. So it gives like new use to some of the gums you may not like to use in standard round-based zombies.
Awesome.
It's like you might find a good way to use them here. So
awesome. That's really cool. I mean, there's so much content. But that is not all, folks. I mean, we do also have a cabinet, Dead Ops 4.
I was about to say, I watched
what?
Miles get smoked in Dead Ops
What?
Arcade last
Oh,
night in
cabinet.
real life. Kevin and I were eating pizza in the background, cheering him on here in the DOA.
Check it out. This is a custom Dead Ops Arcade for PC by Origin and AMD. It's so cool. It's just, I mean, I got a short taste of this last night. Again, yeah, you were both enjoying dinner, but it was really cool.
I don't want to go that far.
It was so much fun. I mean, it's the first time that I've experienced Dead Ops Arcade. You know, I'm relatively new to the zombies world, and this was so much fun. And that was our custom, well, this now is our custom Dead Ops Arcade 4 PC by Origin and AMD. You can get your hands on this by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and using the hashtag,
Oh, I think I had that.
CODNEXT and hashtag
That cooler.
AMDXBO7 sweepstakes. That is awesome. And the game is pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Game is good. PC is
Amazing.
awesome. Love to see it.
Shout out to AMD on this one. AMD is the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7.
Man, they got to keep things
Kevin,
moving.
Steve,
I'm kind of
thank
tuning
you
out. Come on,
so much
y'all.
for being here. We're all going to be
Keep things
grouping up
moving.
together to play Survival.
That's not a good sign if I'm
in
tuning
the
out.
Beta. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great, guys. Up next, we are diving into what's new in Warzone.
There we
including
go,
a
Warzone.
brand new Resurgence
Please,
map.
God, let them listen to the community and bring it for Warzone. With that being said, make sure you check Twitch for all your awards and your drops. Make sure it's all linked, and I'll turn down the video for y'all a little bit, and I'm gonna take a quick break and stretch my legs. But I'll be right back.
FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV, Call of Duty. Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge today.
Now, one of the gifts that all the creators are getting at CODNEXT this year is actually the watch that is on Axel Burmak's wrist in the game, and it is from Hamilton. There's actually only been 5,000 of these made, which is absolutely insane. It's going to be released on the same day of Black Ops 7, November 14th. All the creators getting their hands on it. You could too. Make sure to check it out.
Welcome back, one and all, to Call of Duty Next. We know you've been asking for Warzone news, and today we've got you covered with some special guests.
That's right, because we are going to get our very first look at the all-new Resurgence map, Haven's Hollow, as well as major POI updates coming to Verdansk in Season 1. We're also going to have all the intel on what's coming to Warzone. I know many of us are curious about movement, so there's a lot to talk about today.
Well, live gameplay is coming right up. But first, we want to welcome in Matt Christek, the creative director at High Moon Studios. So welcome to the Omni Room.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me today. Excited to be here.
I know, no, we're getting into it. We're good. We're about to get going. But Matt, High Moon has been involved in Call of Duty for a long time. You guys have been making awesome content for campaign, zombies, Warzone. What's it like for the studio to be bringing this new map to life?
Yeah, we're honored to be able to work on these experiences and bring them to life. We've been on Call of Duty for a long time, but these are massive projects, right? So You know, we can't do any of this stuff without our partner studios, so I just want to give a shout out to, you know, our friends at Raven and Beanox. You know, we really couldn't do this without them, but I think we're set up for a great start, you know, for Warzone this year.
It's going to be an incredible year. Big shouts to the team.
Well, what are we waiting for, folks? It's now time to literally drop in. Here's the first ever look at Haven's Hollow. Not only are we dropping in, we've also got a tag map.
Yeah,
well, we had to drop in to get to the tech.
Yeah, look at this.
That's how that happened.
I wonder how sort of trippy that is for the people in the room. That must be awesome. But
I will say
we've made it.
these animations have been on point in the room. I love seeing them on camera.
Oh, we've made it.
Awesome.
Here we are, the first look at Haven's Hollow, our very own tag map.
Yeah, so I mean, you can see like the theme for this. We're inspired by like a late summer, kind of early fall setting in the heart of the Appalachia kind of area. We've got this really small town Americana vibe. There's 9 unique points of interest. You know, there's a little bit of contrast between some of the older rustic elements and a couple newer modern ones. But you're also going to see 2 that are maybe a little familiar. Right? We've got the Main Street, which has some elements from Liberty Falls, and we've got the mansion from Shattered Vale. Both have been pretty popular with players.
Yeah, and the colors have been popping on this map. I can't wait to see it in gameplay. But of course, one of our most popular maps in Call of Duty, Zombies with Liberty Falls. I'm really excited to see the team bring a new experience there. What made you guys want to revisit?
Yeah, I mean, people loved Liberty Falls so much. Like, we really liked that setting. We thought we could do more with it. We really wanted to expand on it. And this is also a place that we've never used in Warzone. So it's kind of a new experience for everyone there.
New setting.
It looks amazing, like a pre-outbreak. It's all clean and nice.
Yeah, it's pre-outbreak.
Until we show up. Well, all right, let's take a closer look now at Haven's Hollow.
Yeah, so here you can see our Main Street, right? It's got the biggest collection of like the building interiors.
Nice and clean, which I love. I know you guys have said player visibility.
Yeah, that's a
top
big
of
focus
mind.
for us. Lighting.
All right, we back.
Player visibility.
I think we're going to talk more about Riverboat here in a second, because that might be Matt's favorite.
Yeah, it's a good hot drop.
This is like a cool, again, super fun close quarters engagements here, but we still have some nice lines of sight.
Yeah,
All right, looks like we're going through
lumber mill
different
here.
parts
It's got this
of
big industrial interior floor.
Of sorry, I missed the beginning, but looks like we're going through different parts of Warzone.
Kind of like sneak in through the upper.
The new Warzone map.
The Coal Depot. This is kind of at the crossroads of a few POIs.
Interesting.
This is the most modern of the new POIs that we have here, the Research Center. It's got a pretty risky buy station in like the central courtyard in the middle of it.
Awesome. This looks like it could be quite a fun loot area as well.
Yeah.
Yep, and obviously here we got the mansion, which we've kind of taken a new pass on and reimagined for Warzone.
My God,
you can see they paid attention to
Z-Rex
more
is
colors.
in here that goes through
Finally.
the big skylight up to the rooftop.
Like it's actually got some color.
Cool.
Feels alive.
Ponds. You don't try to pull your chute here because you're just going to break your ankles because
Yeah,
it is shallow
it's only
water.
ankle deep water,
Only ankle
folks.
deep, yeah, we're trying to have a little minimal water gameplay in this map. And the train station on the outskirts, this is a good place to kind of regain.
Yeah, I love the looks here. I know the call outs are going to be great. And so, Matt, from a size perspective, what can you tell us about Haven's Hollow, you know, relative to other Resurgence maps?
Yeah, so
it's a
definitely
Resurgence map,
smaller than
okay.
Fortune's Keep and just a little bit larger than Rebirth.
Okay, so somewhere in between
we talked a little
Rebirth
bit
and
about some
Fortune's
favorite
Keep.
spots, but have you got any tips or any hot spots you like?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the Riverboat. It's called Haven's Gamble. It's kind of a tight, multi-level space.
I did
really
miss
good
when
for,
that's
you know,
coming
grabbing
out,
loot.
though.
It's got an easy
So
buy
I'll have to go
station that
back
you can
and check that
access
out.
up on the top.
Unless y'all in chat caught
you know,
that.
it's also pretty cool.
You can
You don't
share
have
it.
to worry about getting sniped in the back from someone across the river. But there are a lot of ways that people can sneak on there. There's lots of zip lines and ladders and lots of risky routes that people can take to kind of flank you.
That sounds awesome, man.
We're about to find out what the hot drop is.
All right, well, this is it, folks. It is now time for the action. It's the gameplay premiere of the brand new Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence map, coming to Season 1 later this year.
Okay, so
Haven's
it's
Hollow,
Season 1 later
Dream
this year.
Crazy, I hold shift. Let's
So
do
it will not be there at launch.
Do it indeed. 2 rooms full of creators hunting for that illustrious first ever Haven Hollow win. That's always the key. Someone's looking for that X bait. Being able to post that video online, huge. And with the drop, it's not just time for us to drop in for the first time. It's also time for the TCL Power Hour. Dream Crazy, this is fun because starting right now, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the middle of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges come 9 different opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. Which are you looking forward to here, Dream Crazy?
Already, I'm looking at the vehicle eliminations, how fun those are. Also, the combats elimination. You gotta love to see a good
Let's see how the Resurgence gameplay
exciting shit.
is.
And here's another look at what exactly they are playing.
Maybe that'll be
for you at home to possibly be walking away with like a 27-inch monitor.
Want to
You
pre-order.
can enter by posting on X, including the hashtags that are listed there below. Make sure you also snap a shot at that QR code. But the TCL Power Hour starts now as we're dropping into our first look at Haven's Hollow. And again, you talk about Resurgence, you talk about your ability to try to get high eliminations, but at the same time, valuing the timer of when you can be brought back. And just, again, look at the map. It's just the colors, just absolutely vibrant in this late summer, early fall setting, not to mention what the actual POIs bring to the map themselves.
9 POIs counted yesterday, and Research Center being one that has a buy station right in the middle of the, research, obviously the center. And yeah, quickly, the name of the game is get your loot, get your cash, and be able to get picks early as teams are landing in late. Adrian, easy pickets for him.
Yeah, looking like it. Nice
Okay.
little
Keep the cave
MXR out of the
little bit.
initial ground loot. And he's feeling like it's time to find
Little
one
bit,
of his first kills. Help is starting to come back through, though. Decent
Ooh, we
turn,
got a
but
little greedy.
shut down. And that'll put him in a little bit of trouble as Booyah and the rest of the squad will try to regain, stay alive, and again, hunt for that first win. Nothing more important in COD Next than being able to
You got
boast
a
that
little
you got the
greedy
first
there.
ever win on Haven's Hollow.
One of the things that the dev team highlighted is just the fact that
But,
you do have multiple levels, multiple
G2K
layers where you
seems
can regain. So just being
manageable.
able to find a regain
Enough time to
spot
respond.
after, going down
It
early
wasn't
is
like
challenging.
instant,
But look at
and he was
Symphony.
hitting
He's already
all
on
upper
8
body
kills right
next.
now, making it
I don't know
look
if they
pretty
were
easy.
headshots,
The
he was,
MXR-17
he was hitting
seems
his
to be a
shots,
ground loot weapon
but
that we've been seeing here.
each person
Adrian
had a
also
chance
one
to
in his hand.
respond.
Yeah, I mean, it's always really fun, I think, just to take a look to see when we go from multiplayer to Warzone, how
Ride
the
'em up.
weapons kind of transcend, or maybe not, from one to the other, and what actually feels good in hand.
Ride 'em
Because
up.
often we see, the multiplayer meta does kind of lend itself to ideas into the Warzone space, but not always the case. But again, if you missed it earlier, Xfinity partnered with Call of Duty Next. If you are an Xfinity customer, you can get early access to Black Ops 7 Open Beta. Make sure you sign up at xfinity.com/rewards. We're talking free access, people. Head on over, get yourself ready to go, get yourself preloaded, ready to drop in on October 2nd.
Symphony just finding picks and being able to pick out other enemies' loadouts here. He finds himself finding an M8A1, a gun that we've been seeing here all day, be very, very powerful, as well as that Drevik in hand. So hopping on board with Aiden now, kind of just working away outside the perimeter of zone, rotating in from the Warzone gods, though. This is, pretty comfortable. They know exactly what to do. Pick up your UAVs, find information, and continuing on rotating in on the side of the barns here. They are doing just that.
EWC champion, you know for a fact there is nothing more prioritized in his mind than being able to follow that up with the first ever win on our new Resurgence map. And yep, they've got a little bit of a bait here on a loadout drop in front of them, and that is a blender.
Fried 'em
Absolute
up.
decimation,
Oh.
squad wipe coming through for them, and now you're in a position to,
Dang.
this team is in the healthy spot of possibly winning this lobby.
That was Decky and the boys he took down, and man, continuing on to melee weapon out, running faster here. Maybe we'll see some of those TCL power hour stuff coming in
dudes are
as
crazy.
we have challenges that these guys need to complete. But nonetheless, here now the zone is closing in. Top 3 for these guys, who are going to be our winners for Haven's Hollow.
Well, they've got all 3 members left. 7 total players still alive in this lobby. And yes, we are going esports mode with this commentary. This is what we want to see. First ever Haven's Hollow win. Can Aiden, Thief, Symphony be the squad to do it? Shut down one team, just one more player to find. They're looking good for it. It's calm, it's casual. And we're taking body shields. Looking to finalize the elimination. That'll be good for Power Hour Box. And there it is. Aiden and co. Your Warzone victory on Haven's Hollow.
Lighten it up to around
Is it me, or
the
did that
main
feel
street. I
more
think
like
that was one of the hot spots we had talked
team
about here at
deathmatch
Haven's Hollow, but Shift taking
rather
first
than
looks at it.
Resurgence?
It is beautiful. It is bright. I feel
Yeah.
like visually you can literally see everything.
And that's the key. I think a lot of players, you know, when you look at kind of the history of where Call of Duty has been in the last couple of the titles, you know, there's always a question of what's the visibility going to look like in kind of more, you know, generic settings where we talk about like things that are in modern times, or
People
most
just
recently
getting
for Black
fried
Ops
up
6 going
left
back
and
to
right.
the 90s, a very gritty, very grungy game. This one feels very vibrant, very different, very fresh. And I think players are really going to enjoy that, not just across what we saw in multiplayer, but we also saw it in Zombies, and now we're seeing it specifically in Warzone. If you want to get the full spectrum and make sure that you're looking at high quality, make sure you check out AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7 and Call of Duty Next.
A lot of the players were saying that too. Like, this is just a beautiful blend, it feels like, of like all games. You get a little bit of Black Ops 2, you get a little bit of Black Ops 3, you get Black Ops 4 elements, even some kind of IW elements in it. It's just like a blend of all Call of Duty, it almost feels like. But it's very fluid, and you can still see that fluidity continuing on here in Warzone.
Well, we'll head over to Scump, Shotzzy, Methods. A little bit of trouble on the outside of the circle in Zone 5. No more Resurgence at this point. If you're unfamiliar with the mode, you eventually do not get that immediate rebirth back in. Oh, and a little bit of
Did
trouble
anybody
here
see
working
how
their
many
way back into
players
zone, trying to play the slow side of the
that
circle,
they
see if they can find a way to come through. As
that
how
they
about this?
had?
Leonard Fournette finds himself teamed up with the majority of Team Falcon, Soka, and Shifty in the mix with him.
I feel like
trying to carry him to a
people are
win.
just dropping like fly. It may be the lobby, obviously, because
Being able to take down Scump. Oh, Scump did slide away, but still does get pinched by Shifty there. And there's the habit. Leonard, Hisoka, and Shifty also win this other game here of Haven's Hollow, displaying it and winning it around the chapel side. You love to hear. Happy cheers. All right. He's feeling himself.
My boy's fired up.
That's the Falcons energy right there, though.
Yeah.
That's the Falcons energy right there. Leonard's having himself a good time. I'm sure we'll see him in the beta. And, you know, I just want to throw a little shout out into the mix, too. You know, talking with the devs and hearing them, of course, here across the show. This feels like
let's
there's
see how
a
many-
different level of, like, aura and pride surrounding every
many
element
players
of
are
this
at the
COD
beginning.
Max, where they really feel
45.
like this may be one of the giants in the history of Treyarch releases, talking about the content.
Yeah, I don't know.
that
Feels
we're seeing,
weird.
not
Feels
just on
like
launch, but especially
in
you know,
5
even
minutes
further
the
into
match is
season one.
over.
This is
But
gonna be
again,
really
it could be
fall
because
into
everyone's
early
like,
winter for Call of Duty fans.
you know,
I love
these are
that you said
streamers.
that,
They're looking
Shift,
for their
because
clips. They're
you
looking
know,
at.
I've been gleaming about it. The
You know,
fact
they're
that we have
looking to get,
global progression across the
yeah, good
board
point.
Get,
with this
you know,
content. Like, it doesn't
they're looking to
matter
get
if
their
you're
clips,
playing Warzone, if
is
you're
what I'm
playing
trying to say.
campaign, if you're playing
So they're
multiplayer,
just going
you can
for
level up your favorite
kills
weapon,
and trying to find
even
people
if you're
ASAP.
playing Resurgence here. So kind of on the research side, we see FIFA again looting around. It just looks
And
so
everyone's
pretty,
just so
beautiful.
hungry
but
and
for most of
thirsty
these players,
for
you
a
kind of
kill.
see them finding a lot of
Like every
success
second.
outside the perimeters and rotating in.
And there's something about finding your first Warzone victory on a new map, but can you go back to back?
They're all
That's
sweats.
gotta be the goal.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
these
are
guys,
not
if
wrong.
you've followed
That
their
could be why
streams,
the
you know these
games
guys
are
like
like
to try to string together win after
like
win
5
after
minutes
win.
and 16 seconds long.
And ooh, Redman's actually showing up the proximity chat, so we may have a couple of Goliaths in the Warzone space facing off if they.
But yeah, I don't know.
end up
It's
meeting
like the
here
last
outside of
2 I've
research.
seen, they just feel like longer team death matches, which I guess, I mean, I guess kind of what Resurgence is, but you know, there's still like contracts.
All right, well, being able to of
getting your
course,
load
pinpoint,
out
those
and,
opponents as you see outside the research
there's other
center.
things to do.
If you are wondering, the research center is far east of this map.
It shouldn't
and
just
of
be an
course,
extended team
prepare
deathmatch.
for battle. Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
These guys are going hard. Not that it's a surprise, but they're not even commenting like the proc chat in game. Like these guys must have downloaded external software to find themselves and make sure we're not giving anyone anything. Like we're locked in here.
Are you stream sniping?
Yeah. These guys, yeah, they'll always keep you laughing, always feeling the group. But yeah,
I'll be honest, I think the
I love
Thank
just
you.
kind of just like looking at ground loot, right? We're seeing a lot of the legendary MXR17, which almost kind of looks like gives me HVK vibes
Yeah,
for
it's a good
BO3.
shout.
Also, too, kind of just taking a look at the loadouts of what some players decided to pick. The M8 with the Dravik seems to be quite popular with Mountaineer, Quick Fix, and Tempered. As you know, Tempered does give you that 2-plate slot as you can heal up quickly.
Yeah. So some early ideas in terms of what weapons in Black Ops 7 may become viable in the Warzone space. What's your feelings kind of looking at this map? I know that, you know, we're coming off of a lot of exposure in content surrounding Rebirth Island, whether it be from EWC or just other events that have been happening in the space. But you kind of heard the devs talking about the fact that, like, we really purposefully, with the intention of using water, really not using water. Yeah, there's water elements, but they're all shallow. We're not seeing that same kind of swimming around regain style. So it really forces you to play inside the bounds of the map itself. What do you feel about that compared to other Resurgence maps that we've seen in the past?
I like it because, like, you know, you really just have the water that's kind of on the far east side of the map that separates like the mansion area, and then like it kind of just goes around the map. So it kind of creates like this outermost like regain situation where you have these hot spots, but then regain spots, and it's kind of like a blend of both internally.
Being in their
but
lobbies, like if you're that good that you end up in their lobbies.
You can't regain at all, right?
Oh my goodness! Aiden just got put on Reddit.
Oh.
Yep. Nope. Oh my goodness! He just got spit on.
All right, calm down, buddy.
That was repulsive biffle.
Yeah, did him
That's
dirty.
right. You even saw the head shake too.
Did him dirty.
I mean, I cannot believe what I just saw. He had every advantage in that gunfight. Off the mantle. But again, Omni movement a little bit different. And now a chance to move deeper into the central POI.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying,
Biffle and
it must
Shamu.
suck to be in their lobbies.
I believe
It's
last year these
gotta
were
be
our first
terrible.
winners too.
Oh, good
So
call.
it's kind of
I mean, look at
serious to
this.
see Ripples
What is a
moving
casual,
forward. That
normal
was Mac
person even
Brack
supposed to
that he
do?
just
Now,
took down.
again,
And another one.
you probably won't end up in their lobbies
Daddy
if you're
Hack is
casual,
awesome.
but
Wow.
How dare you do that to him? Breaking his arm like that, Repulse? Come on now. This is context.
This
if,
is sick.
if you are in their
And
lobbies,
you know,
that's
it's
gotta
interesting
be
because here's another part of that
like the
water you
worst
kind of mentioned, just
game
to kind of
of your
put it
life.
into some visual
Like you just
identity
can't
for
be
you all at
enjoying
home.
that. There's no way.
It-
You're just
it
not
really-
enjoying
It
it.
is just like, it's not going to be the same that
These
you've
dudes
seen
don't miss
across
shots.
Things like Rebirth Island in the past.
They're
where it's
like
you
jumping
deep
up, sliding
dive,
down, jumping up,
try to
sliding
regain,
down.
Wait for your teammates to jump back in. Like you're,
And they
it's gonna
hit
force you to
every
play inside
bullet.
the map. From really
that's
start to
crazy.
finish, which I think also builds towards a more frenetic pace. You kind of you heard that word be used a lot by the devs. Like a lot of these POIs are very chaotic. You got a lot of central points that you can fight over, but also on the exteriors, places like train station, places like coal depot, are going to force a lot of teams to continue to fight even when they're not at full strength.
Those buy stations really make a difference too, as far as where you're regaining and
he's dead.
you know what teams could be holding them down or locking it in. Repul's able to get some information. UAV you can see on the map, being able to locate enemies as it's pretty much an advanced UAV we got
Yeah, they
going
got
on here.
advanced right now, yeah. So you would feel like this POV is going to be a fun one to watch for the foreseeable future. Trying to single-handedly hunt down a team of 3 in front of them. Smokes are out. Hunt is on. Looks like this could be a third-party
Man,
situation
this dude
as
is
well.
fearless.
And, well, no need for it. His
Absolute
Repulse just doing it all
fearless.
himself. So again, you're seeing some of the most experienced Warzone
Absolutely
players
fearless.
really just running and gunning at the moment. Small
I jinxed
moment
him.
of hesitation as
I
Breadman
jinxed him.
takes him down. But you know, the other thing about this map that, you know, especially coming off of taking a look at maps
Did
like
you
Rebirth
see
Island,
that
which is currently
tracking?
one of the
Hold
big
on.
favorites for Resurgence, is that you do have levels of elevation, but it's
The
hilly.
dude
It's not
literally
like these
didn't miss a
dramatic
bullet, even
inclines
the
where
guy
you
was
see
in the
zip lines are
air.
necessary. You know, I
Jumping.
think that
That's
again
just
leads
crazy.
towards how does the
That's
movement of
crazy
Black Ops
skill.
7 transition into the Warzone space?
I love that you say that because it's like I'm thinking, okay, I don't have to break my neck looking up at peak or like the
Right.
verticality. It's not too high. It almost seems just pretty level headed. You know, some of these buildings though, where you do have multiple levels, where you could potentially hold the high ground or maybe even land on the roof, could be beneficial. But nonetheless, I agree with you. It does seem very like blended out. It's not too much in terms of verticality. Did I just see 19?
I saw 19 for Repulse. So these guys are holding nothing back at the moment. Fun stuff. And we're going to start to seek another late game situation. And like even just looking at them on the drop in, like yes, you've got these central areas that are going to have a bit more clutter, a little bit difficult to kind of use that kind of more floating UAV style, but the map it feels open. Like there are a lot of transitionary spaces that you could get caught on. So one of those things you got to be a little bit more cautious of as we head on over to Teep, playing with Isaac and Crowder. These three boys were vibing yesterday, very close to one another in their setups during the tech test. For some reason, I can't say the words tech test together.
It's gonna be a tongue twister. Oh, shots on. I believe that was that Chrissy down below.
Napalm strike, huh?
You see coming inbound, but I love the fact of kind of like this utilization, right? You mentioned that open area and rotating out. I feel like that's where we see players use a lot of stim shots, smokes, using those utilities. To
Got high ground.
Yeah, and that's familiar, right? And that's kind of what we've been talking about a lot through COD Nexus, how much of the game feels familiar but uniquely different. You're going to start to see, like, yeah, the things
deep fried
over
right
the
there.
course of at least the last year in Warzone will still apply. It just comes down to how can you utilize new movement. So again, with tac sprint being a thing you have to really perk into, it's going to change how you like your loadout creation is going to look like. But I don't know. It feels like looking, especially at our most experienced players, it feels like they're already locked in, and there's no stranger to what they're already seeing in the gameplay form.
Correct. I think we saw TP there a little bit with the LMG, the MK.
Eesh.
18 being one of them, but another
Dang.
elimination
Joel?
we got here. Abusing a body shield. We're seeing too much of this tactical plays here, but nonetheless, you kind of see that big game bounty going in, and I think the boys are going to go towards Ryda there, who you can kind of see the big game bounty running away.
Yeah, they're on the way. You heard the calls. They're hunting.
Oh, they're on my level.
I think especially knowing that early
He straight
circle
said,
days,
"Movement King,
we're
I'll
gonna
show you
lose the
Movement
resurgence
King."
timer here in a moment, but
Woo.
got a 3v2, and yeah, there goes Joe. There goes Brett. Looking for the last. Oh, good nade, but not enough.
Dude,
Ryder will fall.
deep fried.
And the
That's all I
resurgence
can
does
say.
get disabled in that moment, so Biffa will pop the advanced UAV, and now it's on to the hunt for the next one. Although I do believe Joe may have just spawned right back in again, so maybe a chance for that team that they found as victims to regain.
I
It
have
tells
to
you who
say,
called the kill
visually,
streaks?
Mansion looks so clean,
Really?
especially with the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
And again,
Like,
there's
what do you
not a
mean, in
lot
the
of
kill
dark
cam, or do you
spaces,
mean,
dark
um,
corners where players have talked about sometimes
just in
it's visually
general?
hard to see enemies and opponents.
Like
but
on the left
I just
side of the
visually
screen.
just again have to stress, even inside buildings, how good it looks.
Yeah. It's just everything feels so clear, and the other word that we've heard the dev team talk about a lot is lighting.
Yeah.
How much focus they put on the exterior versus the interior of certain areas. And you're right. Again, dark contrast versus light bodies. Other areas that feel like you have an idea or an opportunity to utilize cover, but it's still like you're not incognito, I guess I should say. Like you're not camouflaged by the environment around you, and it's just. I think that's something that people find a lot of fun with, being able to know where your fight is going to be, and it feels like you're on an even footing. And there it is, another look back over towards the Z-Rex and what this area starts to look like, especially, again, that big open dome, that big atrium, where that natural lighting can still illuminate a lot of these darker corners.
Still providing that realism element to the game. And we just love to see that. So kind of just, I think I believe this squad here, Repulse, Biffle, Lucky, they
I feel bad for
cleared
that last
everything out, but
person.
just making
I feel
sure
very
still
bad
kind of
for
as
that
we
last person. They are
roam
so
through
dead.
Mansion side.
Yeah, 3v1 situation, so they're going to get a win here. But Repulse is going to have some clips to send to Twitter later. that much
For
we know.
sure. I was like, man, they wiped everybody so dang fast. I was like,
Yep.
yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
One player
Oh, wait, they're
left.
going for the dedicated melee kill. This is part of the TCL Power Hour. They're going for the dedicated melee kill. If you want a 27-inch TV, get loud and chat, because this is what you need. They're on the hunt.
That guy, poor
Run
guy.
there. Sprint, get there. Biffle, do it. Do it, Biffle. Do it, Biffle. We want television.
He's running for his
Yeah!
life.
Oh, man.
Bro. Oh, we love
Poor
it.
guy. Who was
That's
that?
a perfect way to take a momentary pause. Biffle Repulse lighting things up here on Havens Hollow. We'll be back. More Warzone coming up. Don't go far.
Let me turn that down a little bit. Didn't it always show who called the kill streak on your team? Are you talking about on your team, or are you talking about like the enemy?
AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the
Black Diamond, unless you're talking about where it shows what enemy called it, but wouldn't that give away what enemy's in front of you? So I don't know. Need more clarity on what you meant by that. If you're talking about your team, then I believe it always showed. Look, I haven't played Warzone in a long time. You might be hungry. Is it because they keep talking about Little Caesars? Every like 3 minutes, you're like, oh, Little Caesars.
And those were our first ever matches on Haven's Hollow here at Call of Duty Next. Amazing action, the dedicated melee. We got the enhanced body shield kills. We're excited to welcome back Matt Christak from Hyman Studios to talk a bit more about this map's design. Matt and maps. Man, I'm like so hyped from watching those matches that I can't talk. We were screaming back here, but we're definitely getting that small town, sense of Americana on this map. How did you guys think about building Haven's Hollow for Resurgence?
Okay,
yeah, so first and foremost with Resurgence maps, we really
if you're talking about own team, it's
high action map, good flow.
I believe
really
it always showed
interesting routes.
Who
for movement. We want to support,
but
all the
again, I haven't played
styles
Warzone
that,
in many months,
players
so I could
want
be
to engage
wrong.
with, and we really wanted to have a good balance between, our power positions, just our cover density, and just spots for people to regain.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Rebirth Island was also based on a zombies map. Shout out to Mob of the Dead. So this is something that we've tried
And again,
before.
my
and
PSA
players
as
have
always,
really
don't
enjoyed it in the
forget,
past. Excited to see
you should have received
excited to see what you guys
your
have cooked with this.
Mob of the Dead was great.
My God, I can't talk.
We know.
You should have received your Twitch rewards
But now we got
by
the
now
Warzone
on
folks playing
Twitch.
it, so
Your beta
we're,
code, your emblem,
getting back into a little bit
keychain,
more
whatever.
live
So
gameplay in just
if
a
you
second,
haven't
but I have a
checked,
few more
make sure you
questions
check
for
now.
you, Matt. I know there have been
You should have
some
gotten all your
key
rewards,
areas
and
of
you can find
focus
that
on
in
this
your
map. What
Twitch
can you tell me
inventory or
about
Twitch
what
rewards
is going to make Haven's Hollow
category,
really stand out as
including your beta code.
Yeah, I mean,
if you
first and
watch for at
foremost,
least
when you
an
look at it,
hour
right,
on
the visuals,
Twitch.
it's bright,
If
it's
you're not watching
colorful,
on
we've got
Twitch,
this amazing
then
foliage that's
you
kind of in
can
there.
pre-order the game
Yeah, we're
to
really
get your beta
focusing a lot
code.
on,
You will
player
not get the
visibility.
additional Twitch rewards,
And
though,
also,
like the
the
emblem and stuff like
power
that.
spots we're really trying
And
to
then you can
curate. So,
also
like, every tree that's on here, we've
sign up
hand-placed,
through
to try
Xfinity
to
rewards
curate those long
and get
lines of
your
sight.
beta code. So you have a
There's
few ways to
really,
get your beta
it's been
code.
focused on just like the cover placement, the
and
density, just the flow.
the only way to get the additional rewards is through Twitch. So keep
just,
that in mind.
Again, just promoting all those different play styles.
If you can't find it, again, make sure you're signed into Twitch.
Looking at
And
the game
number
as a
two,
player,
make sure your
watching the screen,
Activision
thinking how
account
I
is
would
linked to
navigate the map, like
Twitch.
going from cover to cover, and it does feel like
Go to
it's
the
a
if
lot
you're
of
using the
options
mobile
all
app,
over.
look at the
It's
main
really
page
cool.
of Twitch.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing all these
and
features,
look at
and I'm
like
having a lot of fun thinking about
your
darkness. We're on top of the old
notifications.
Steamboat. Beautiful stuff.
It's
Well,
called
that's
like
enough for us
activity,
for now. Let's get back
and it
over the
should
cast and
tell
back to the
you.
game.
It should tell you, hey, you unlock this, you unlock this, you unlock this.
250 creators today across.
Yeah, load up the Twitch mobile app, click on activity, and make sure or check to see what it says there.
TCL Power Hour. We've already kind of kicked things off, but just as a reminder, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the midst of all the chaos, all the frenetic energy of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges, again, come 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. And we've already seen a handful. We've seen the dedicated melee, the combat X build that came through, and the vehicle elimination that you wanted to. So yes, make sure you post on X, include the hashtags listed, and also scan that QR code to get entered for a chance to win the 27G64 monitor from TCL. Sorry we didn't necessarily get to see the vehicle kill on our POV, Valen. I know you're looking forward to it. We still have a lot more challenges to go, and we're going to jump on board with Crowder to see if his Warzone gameplay looks as good as his golf swing.
It's still okay. If it's free, it's me, right? But plenty opportunities. We'll go ahead and see.
That's how a team
Crowder
saves each other right
getting
there.
overloaded there. I think that was Benny, Essential, and Zyro, but I love this map, and I just love the fact that they talked about really catering to all different types of play styles.
Yeah, and it's just like one of those things that we kind of hinted towards it. I will say it's fun to see that kind of extra level of depth being provided by the dev team, talking about the things that we're just automatically noticing. Like I think you and I as commentators, we often take a look to see
how does the map kind of flow? What are the players able to do, like, without hesitation, without obstacle hurdling? And it really feels like this map has provided a lot of fun and again, just a lot of open visibility to allow these generic moments to kind of come through. And again, if you're watching these guys fighting for their Warzone win, you need to get yourself a scuff. Gear up for Call of Duty with the official controller of Call of Duty and Call of Duty Next. Get those back buttons, get those interactive triggers, get all the things you possibly need to not end in second like Teep and Co just did.
All right, switching on over though here to Isley Gaming. Let's see what we got picked up. We're on the main street here, which all of these POIs, Main Street being a popular hot spot. Really over on the southwest side of the map, but all of these different POIs, again, are just so freaking beautiful, Alan. I can't get over it. I'm just literally mind blown right now.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, that sucks,
It's just
Black Diamond.
every tree being placed strategically to allow players
How
to
much
get into
longer
that
do you
flow
have
state.
left?
We love that.
Yeah, they really do. Oh, goodness.
Because I'm not sure
right there, but Isley Gaming
if there's
able to find
another
elimination. You can
hour
capture
left.
your
So if you
gameplay,
just
share the
started,
wins
you might not
with
be
the
able to
official
make it.
creator gear of Call of Duty. That's Elgato.
Like in order to get your
Creating
beta
tons
code
of
through
products
Twitch,
that just
you might
will
not make
enhance
it.
your ability to not
I
just record, but also
believe
live stream.
this is set to end
and just
around
enhance
3.
your overall gaming setup. So make sure you check them out at Elgato. Big shout out to our friends there.
All right, so what do we got nearby? This is how to see that echo unit go down. Creating a little bit of a deploy, but all these buildings here, just kind of like looking around, you know, again, just you can kind of see in the main street, just looking, just checking, breach and clear, making sure there's no one or it's like hiding
Okay,
in
so
here and
it says-
regaining. But for the main street, I kind of like that, like
Yeah, it
duality
says
of
you
it
haven't
being
even
open,
watched
you got
for
the buildings on the side and
15
kinda
minutes
can just,
yet, so
you know, loot around.
It's just one of those things like with smaller maps
You
that
might
come
not
with
make it.
Resurgence. I think the inherent question always is about, is it going to be too much? Like, am I going to feel too chaotic? Am I going to feel like I'm just lost completely?
Right.
And I will say, like,
You may
again,
not- you
like
may
the
not
ability
make
to
it.
connect these different POIs has felt really seamless.
Because you're
Just
around
watching
7
players
minutes
transition
and
as the
there's
zone
only
forces
30
them to
left,
move,
so
but
that's
at
like,
the same rate, being in that
you know,
more downtown
37-ish
Main Street
minutes.
feel, yeah, you still get that up close and personal kind of jump scare style combat that you want to see, and keeping that balance between movement versus actual interactions. And if you want to dominate every game, make sure you check out the official gaming PC and gaming laptop for Call of Duty. That's Origins.
Hey, but I've been reminding y'all since 12 o'clock every 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm giving out that PSA. Make sure you're tracking your Twitch. Make sure you're logged in. Make sure Activision is linked. So I've been warning y'all to keep a lookout to
Speaking with
make sure
Khaleesi here, the player
you're
to see on
tracking
our screen,
to
she
get
was
your
just
rewards.
so happy to be at COD Next, kind of just like surreal that she gets an opportunity to test this game, and you know, just kind of just seeing just the energy from all of the creators here, and just so happy to even be playing on this new map. This is Khaleesi just rotating and roaming around the riverboat, and I think that team that actually was starting to push him maybe had backed down, but. Nonetheless, I like this riverboat regain spot.
Whoopsies.
It's okay.
Float out in the water. That's fine. It's again
got covered.
ankle deep. It's ankle
Exactly.
deep. It's fine. It's fine. No one's mad. No one's mad. So a chance to build out the loadout, see if they can find some engagements, get things going for the squad. And you know, it's another thing too. You know, you talk about just the atmosphere that surrounds this map. I think especially compared to where we are right now in Resurgence with Rebirth Island, like again, it just feels like everything has a unique element to it, where you feel like you're being transported from place to place. This the different autonomous kind of level and nature of how these points of interest are set up. As we get a little bit of a jump scare here, as the team starts to finally find some contact around the outside of the Havens Hollow mural. And also seeing a team load back on in after the Resurgence timer is still well and truly in effect. Decent shots. Now a chance to follow up.
Well
and
played.
clean
That was
as
good
the
teamwork
darkness
right
will
there.
drop and leave that squad a little short-handed.
Steiner and
I love
whoever.
the Grass 45K.
That was
the
good
usage of
teamwork.
The attack sprint speed. You got that little extra boost there. So
Take some
doing
hints,
a
Jay
really
Easy.
Good job. Kind of just breaching, going quickly with these gunfights, engagements. You don't want to hold on. You don't want to basically fight too long.
Ooh, oh,
But I will
almost
say this
got
all
killed.
coming soon to Warzone. Operators will get to ride a special edition Polaris vehicle. But in typical COD Next fashion, we decided to go a step further, and why not have our creators ride Polaris vehicles in a real life in the
I could have
desert?
told
So
you
let's
that.
go ahead and see how that went
The person
down.
right at the window was waiting for you.
Are you guys ready? We are ready! Let's go!
Yeah, girls.
Grandma, are you driving?
Wow, we look so good.
Oh, we in now. I'm scared. Let's go! Vamos, vamos! Let's go! Yeah! Oh my God! We good, you got it. I survived. You were really cool.
That was sick.
Thank you very much.
Are these the streamers or who they say were driving these?
Yeah, tons of fun. Fans of course, those that like to go off-roading. You need to get in there and enter for a chance to win your very own Polaris adventure by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account. And of course, using the hashtags right below. You want to get out there. You want to give yourself
Screaming
a
your
chance.
heads off
We're
in
going
the
to take a
back.
brief step out and come back with more action from Call of Duty Next. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, we'll be right back.
Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch. Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, live from Las Vegas. We are excited to have Raven joining us now to talk about some of the key updates coming to Call of Duty Warzone. Welcome Senior Software Engineer Francesco Galetti and lead producer Jason Rody from Raven Software. Gentlemen, the Omni Room, welcome.
We're so excited to have you here. We have so much to cover, and we want to hit on all of the updates coming to Warzone. But I want to start out by talking about how Raven is approaching the Warzone experience. We know there's been feedback from the community on prioritizing Warzone. Francesco, what can you share with us?
Absolutely, Stephanie. We've definitely heard that feedback over the last year. The team is hard at work continuing to evolve the Warzone movement. It's not going to be one-to-one with multiplayer this year, but we're obviously trying to have fun, bringing in those elements such as combat role from multiplayer, keeping things fresh and engaging, but at the same time somewhat familiar to returning players.
Sounds extremely cool. Like, this sounds like a ton of fun. Francesco, do you have any sort of fun examples for us on the movement changes?
Absolutely, yeah. So for tactical sprint, we are removing default tactical sprint, and we're increasing the baseline sprint speed to compensate for that.
Okay, I'm back.
Players
Bye
are
bye
still
tactical
looking for
sprint.
that tactical sprint, it's not going to be available in the sprinter perk.
And you see, it's a big change,
Yeah,
Steph. Like,
we're
this is
talking about perks more later on, but are there any other movement features coming to Warzone?
Yes, so we're introducing the all-new combat role coming to Warzone. It's going to be in the Mountaineer perk, and it's going to be awesome because it's going to let you reduce even further fall damage and keep the momentum as you land.
This is one I've been using a lot.
The movement's
It's
gonna be
become
different. No
a
tactical
crutch,
sprint
so
unless
to
you
say,
equip it.
falling off too many buildings, but
Jason roasted
Unless
some
you
of the
equip the
creators
sprint
in the
perk.
room
So, there's gonna
yesterday
be a
getting set up.
big
He was like,
difference
for all of you out
in
there,
movement. If
I
you
know
wanna
you
move
have
fast,
fall
you're gonna have to
damage
give up a
problems.
perk
I
slot.
got you. Like, we got you covered.
Those of you who fall off buildings all the time
to help out
and
with
break
that.
your legs,
Another feature that we want to talk about is
use
loadout
combat roll.
customization. So, this is, we saw some of the Resurgence gameplay, and there's a lot of new things happening. Francesco, what can you tell us?
Absolutely, a lot of new things coming for a lot of customization. So we are going to remove wildcards. We are baking in overkill by default for everyone, and also we are having the return of 5 attachments. That's going to make it easier for us to balance and meta based on the feedback.
That is my question. How are you guys approaching to balancing and shifting metas now with these changes?
Yeah, absolutely. Our philosophy this year is to expand on build diversity, making that every attachment choice is going to be a lot more meaningful. Also, we're going to be shifting meta more often, like we said, and make every category for weapons feel a lot more distinct.
Jason, we were talking about this earlier in the show. Sorry, I have to cough. But earlier,
I got you, dude. I got you. We were going to sort of talk about the weapon builds as well. So we've seen it now for MP. Of course, like with Warzone, this is a huge thing. Because my friends are endlessly like, what's the best stuff? What's the best stuff? I'm like, take this. Is that coming to Warzone?
Absolutely, yeah. We're stoked to have weapon build sharing coming to Warzone Season 1 for Black Ops 7 weapons.
It's fantastic news. All right, so the feature is going to make things a lot easier with the squad and for content creators as well. I mean, we're seeing these players run as many attachments and stuff as they can.
Coming
now.
in Season 1 for Black Ops 7
them
weapon,
put out
Warzone
content, have a
weapon
good time,
build.
and get us loaded with the best stuff. Speaking of the best stuff, let's throw back over to the casters for some more gameplay. Shift, Dream Crazy. Let's rock.
Absolutely. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, gang. We're pumped to continue on with our TCL Power Hour. We've already seen 3 crossed off, and I know there has been some dedicated, intentional action trying to get this done. And we are able to cross off another one of, well, another 2 of the TCL challenges. Again, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the middle of Haven's Hollow. Once these 9 challenges are completed, there will be 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. We're jumping back into the gameplay, but before we do, scan that QR code. Post on X, it includes the hashtags CODNEXT and of course that longer TCL one there to make sure you
Who
are
wants a
properly
TCL
entered
27-inch
to have a chance
monitor?
to win. 'Cause
There
I'll
you
tell
go,
you,
there's a
we were
chance.
floating around when they were in the dev studio, and I would hear people saying like, what do we got? What do we need to get still? Because these guys, they don't want to just win. They also want to get this TCL Power Hour completed.
I think we only had 2 more left too. We have an Echo unit and a C4 elimination.
Oh, we got those.
We got that.
We gotta get those.
Easy. As well, we're coming on here with the probably a quick win, maybe a streak. Only 1 player left. His pros is trying to pin him down, but oh no.
Oh, they're in a little
Oof.
trouble. This is down to 2v3 situation with his teammate flying in still. So PA's being tossed down. No gas mask right now. And now it's just down to a 1v3 situation. Oh, pros, what do you got for us? Oh, it's not looking good. Down to the last couple of plates. Gas is chewing them up. Shots coming in. Pros nowhere to go. Not quite able to get over the finish line by the look of it. 1 teammate floating back on in, but it's only a matter of time. Unfortunately, not able to find the Warzone victory here, but so close. So close.
So close. I think you even saw him trying to use his tip shot to get away.
Italian Co.
Oh, there we go.
Look at this.
Feeling good about that first win.
No way!
What?
Dirty! That was so sick.
Does it count?
Does it count? Yes, it does. Dirty, it counts. I know it was an
I would
armor
say
break,
so.
but it was through a wall. Like, what are we talking about?
That's the VS Recon too. We've been talking about that sniper, even seeing it in Warzone, how strong it is. And these players are getting ready to load up into a game yet again. Oh, Alan, I really, the one thing I'm also anticipating, as the devs did talk about it, right? We have overkill permanently.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the things that at least I'm kind of locked into, what I'm noticing is how clear in the UI when you see players with their loadouts, you can see what 5 attachments they're going with. So not only can you get the ability of being able to share your loadouts across your communities or across your friend group by using the build share that we've seen introduced for multiplayer. Love to hear that it's coming back into Warzone, because I'll tell you flat out, as much as a meta follower I am when it comes to multiplayer, whenever I jump into Warzone, I never know what's going back through. But speaking of drop, you can also get your drop on by
keep it a buck with
customizing
you.
your
I haven't
typing
seen
with the
anything
official
for
keycaps
Warzone
for
that
Call
has
of Duty.
blown
Check
my
out
mind.
drop there as we drop on in to see what loadouts
The map looks
Sophie,
cool, nice
Bella,
color.
and Chrissy are able to pull for this particular.
I think I like the
drop.
size of the
Not to
map.
keep using the word, but to keep using the word.
Still plenty to do, plenty of places, not too
Let's
small.
see where we are going to land. And this one, it's the homestead,
not
which is
overly
kinda
done,
like,
so
I
you're
feel
not
like the
doing
only,
anything
like,
for extended periods of
central, most,
time,
like,
but-
POI here, but kind of
I
just
don't know.
taking a first
Just-
peek at
it's just not really doing anything.
kind of right here at the stables, the barn. You can kind of see.
I guess a new map is
quick
always
loot,
cool.
and you got a
but
buy station
Yeah.
nearby, and
don't
also
know.
one
Is a
into
new
the
map
northwest
enough?
area too as well. So maybe we can catch some
Is that
enemies
enough to really bring
rotating
people
over.
back to
Little echo
Warzone?
usage right there
Get
from
people
Sophie. Again, just
hyped
kinda
about
utilizing some of
Warzone?
different utility points that come in with Black Ops 7 across the board. We haven't really seen too much of it, but I
People are
want to see
complaining
some
in
more
chat
sight
they've been
grenade
watching
usage.
for
I know when
hours
Miles
and
was
no
first telling
code.
me about
Oh.
the sight grenade, I was like, brother,
So
I
maybe
will be
they'll
absolutely debated when I get affected by. I'm shooting everything.
Maybe they'll
People will be looking
have
at
to
me like
fix that.
crazy, but I'm excited for that little bit of new deployable utility coming into the game as well. Oh, we already got our first body shield here. Let's go.
Already got a hostage.
Okay, this is happening way too much here today. These guys are having so much fun. I will tell you what, but kind of just taking a look at the elimination
Oh, it's
there.
Hex.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, Hex, brother.
Again?
You know, I saw his post on X earlier today. He was posting a Black Ops 7 like sniper montage and coming soon. It's a happy 18th birthday.
It's a
because
video.
He was looking
Yeah,
cracked
you're
out.
right.
But if he's
Yeah,
getting
it's a
body
video.
shield, then I'm
It's
gonna
just
have
a
to go
video.
You gotta just hear them talking, yeah. All right, so having enough money, of course, to get our loadouts here. The XR3 Ion, a sniper, another one that is going to be featured here in the beta. So much.
And I have to say again, like I just love the clarity, and it's kind of like the unsung hero of like developers, like just shouting out the UI UX directors that are involved. Like it's just everything is so clear. Like what does she have in her Peacekeeper? Now you can see it. So great stuff as we lock back
Ambush,
on in.
ambush.
Sitting comfortably is Sophie Snaz with her Herman Miller gaming chair. Proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. Make sure you check out Herman Miller Gaming if you're looking to upgrade your setup and game a little bit longer, a little bit more comfortably. As Sophie locks on another elimination. That's Scump that gets down. So, wow, Hex gets body shielded. The King gets
Shotzzy
shut
too.
down. Shotzi's out of it. Ladies are frying.
And I love the decision making that they're choosing here. Like, quickly take that engagement, take a laugh, take a video, and laugh about who you just eliminated. But you can see they're kind of quickly going towards the mansion side, because if you notice behind them, there's a little bit open area. There's a street side, so they just kind of want to get into that cover. And switching on board here with Legends 6K over by the train wreck side. Again, just a lot of situations where you can move fast. We've got an ATV we're seeing here. Smooth pickings.
Yeah, it's just, again, like another element where we talk about the map being a little bit bigger than your normal resurgence, so you get the ability to throw some vehicles in mix. And don't lose time, don't lose track of time, rather, while you're inside of this new resurgence map. Shout out to Hamilton. Equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering
A lot
the
of
Call of
people are
Duty
saying
franchise
no
with a
code.
special edition.
Okay, so maybe they had an
Captain
issue.
Field Automatic. That is a
They'll
limited
probably have to
release,
correct
so
it.
if you're a watch guy or girl, make sure you get your hands on one of those limited editions. So again, we've been wearing them. They're comfy.
I was one of the
they're
lucky ones. I got mine a while ago.
That's
but,
at least it for now. We're going to head on over to break. When we come back, we've got way more
they'll
when it
probably
comes to
end
Call
up-
of Duty Next. So stay tuned as we continue to
They'll
reveal
probably end
more
up
in
having to
Call of Duty
fix it.
Next at the backside of the break.
Dominate every game on a big screen.
Turn down. The commercials. How are we feeling? How are we feeling, chat? Are we seen enough to pre-order and buy, or have we not seen enough? Or are you a hard no? I'm in the middle. I haven't seen enough. As in, I need to probably play the beta.
Jason, we saw a peek at this in the live gameplay, but there are some changes coming to how perks work in Warzone. It seems to be right in line with the approach we talked about earlier that Raven is prioritizing the Warzone experience with gameplay updates. What have you guys been cooking on perks?
Yeah, we are
Black
continuing
Diamond,
to
you said maybe
restructure and
zombies,
update
but,
perks across
you know.
Warzone to create a more balanced
You
experience.
can't just buy
while
zombies, you have to
focusing
buy
on
the
player
whole game.
agency that'll fit a variety of gameplay styles.
Or are you saying like zombies is making you
We have the tax
want
sprint
to buy it?
going to the sprinter perk. We talked about that earlier. That's also going to be bringing in some elements of gung ho, which is really exciting. We also have the ghost perk, which will now hide players from advanced UAVs at the cost of a less forgiving movement situation.
And also we can't forget the all-new adaptive perk that merges old elements from previous perks like Resolute and Reflex into a brand new
okay,
perk,
zombies
giving you
and
the
multiplayer.
edge
Okay,
in
so-
sticky situations.
Dang, okay.
Absolutely.
Then you're probably looking forward to trying it in the beta and seeing if what they showed
Yeah,
actually
across
is
the
what
board,
it
we've
feels
cleaned
like.
up perks. So that
Definitely some
are
interesting
redundant
tweaks to
or were
zombies
just
with
rarely
the
used.
vehicle and
Our
stuff
data
like
show that not enough of
slowing
them are
down
leading to
zombies,
good
World War Z
decisions.
style.
So when it comes to
it definitely
looking at
adds
those
some
perk
new dynamics.
categories,
Plus, you got a
we
large
are
map
looking at like the tracker and survivor
now,
perks
so
going to slot 3.
the
or
large
the
map
alertness
may
perk
make
going to slot
objectives
2.
and movement
And we believe some of those
traversing the map
perk
more
categorization changes
interesting.
are going to
So
lead to more impactful.
yeah,
and
I'm actually
Jason, with a game
looking
like Black
forward
Ops
to
7,
trying zombies
we
in the
got
beta.
new toys, new gear,
I'm glad they
new lethal,
included
new
that in it.
tacticals.
I'm really glad they did
It
that.
feels like we're thinking a little bit more
Damn,
strategically
dude, I
about
fried
what
up
is
so
coming
quick.
to Warzone. We haven't just thrown all the toys in right away, right?
Yeah, we want to bring
But yeah,
what makes
I mean,
sense
we're
into
close to
Warzone.
what,
We wanna make
3
sure it
hours
fits the
in?
modes, the gameplay. The first thing we're bringing over is
I
the
haven't
needle
seen
drone.
anything
So the needle drone
yet.
will be replacing the impact grenades. It is still an
That-
impact explosive, but it's providing a little bit more
Yeah, I haven't seen
utility
anything
for
yet that
players.
makes me go, yeah, I'm
They will
definitely
be able to do
pre-ordering.
manual control
If
and
anything,
detonations.
there's a
This
couple
one's
things
really
that piqued
fun.
my
I've had a lot
interest,
of fun with this in
but
playtest.
Some fun moments
I want to
after.
see.
We also have the pinpoint grenade. You
I wanna
can
see how I
consider
feel in
this
the
one
beta.
Sort of a snapshot 2.0.
I'll try
It
out
will shoot out
multiplayer
tags
and
that'll be
zombies in the
long
beta, and we'll go
duration,
from there.
multiple pulses, and if you're one of the unfortunate people who gets tagged, you have to choose of am I going to run out the timer or am I going to be vulnerable, take out the tag, and try to get to safety.
Choices. As players, we love it. Francesco, what's your favorite tactical?
I gotta go with the Phantom Signal. It's the first tactical that's Warzone only, and it's gonna cause up to 3 enemies in a 40-meter radius to emit directional sound. It's gonna create a lot of chaos in the battle and some really cool moments.
And scrambling the HUD, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, go.
All right, Jason, let's talk about field upgrades because there are some great ones coming.
Yeah, we have to talk about the Echo unit. It is creating a hologram that mimics the operator in almost every way. Their skin, their stance, their weapon. It's a upgrade to the inflatable decoy in a lot of ways, and it will get you. It has gotten me.
Yeah, I'm
many
gonna keep it a
times in
buck
our
with you.
playtime.
I'm definitely falling for that, for sure.
Here at Next already.
I'd be shooting at trees and plants
I've heard the
sometimes,
Warzone
so
teams
that is
talking
definitely
about how
gonna
there
get
are
me.
more opportunities for counterplay in this chapter. What can you give us some examples?
Yeah, the teams really want to go after more intentional counterplay, right? So starting off, we have the smoke grenades, which will extinguish the fire from a Molotov, and we also have stems, which will remove the effects of concussion and flash grenades. So we really want to continue to go after some of these rock, paper, scissors beats as seasons drop, where it makes sense.
It's really cool. I mean, a lot more sort of ability here with stuff that's already existing in the game. Awesome. I want to know what's in those stims. What are they doing? Great updates coming, folks. I need one. I'd like a stim shot, please, folks. Well, we're not going to get it, but we are going to get some live gameplay. It's back over to Dream Crazy, and it's back over to Shift. TCO Power Hour. What's going on, folks?
It's still going on, Miles. TCL Power Hour continues as we need to see, are these last two going to come through? We saw the Echo unit get utilized, so
I'm more
now
curious
we're
what's
all
coming up
rooting
next.
for C4 eliminations because if our creators
What do we
can
have
find a way
left
to
to
do
go
that,
through today?
they are going to open up an opportunity for you at home to win 9 separate TVs from TCL. By posting on X, by including those hashtags, by scanning that QR code, you will enter for a chance to win. 27-inch TCL, friends. It's free. If it's free, it's Ellen, and I'm a sucker for a sale. There's no better sale than something that's free. So we'll see if our creators can find one C4 elimination in the next little bit to get our TCL Power Hour completed.
Free, it's me, but holy smokes. Are we talking about smokes that negate Molotov damage? That was an amazing segment about some of the changes that's coming to Warzone in terms of tactical and utilities, using a stim to basically remove the effects of a stun. Absolutely amazing stuff.
And it's not just like the thing that I've really found inspiring, like hearing from the devs, whether it be behind the scenes or in specific, like the segments that they're built in to talk about the things that they really feel proudful of. It's everything that comes with the word intentional. It comes with the word improved. Like this is, I think, an effect that comes with the ability to look directly at what you just did in this last year for Black Ops 6 and say, you know what? That perk, a little redundant. That perk, not all that well used. This ability, this could be better, and then immediately be able to affect it. And I just love that ability to just completely rubber band and come back to what the community has said in the last 365 and come out with something that feels fresh, new, and just absolutely unbelievable. So as you start to get ready for the beta, make sure you stay hungry. Little Caesars, the official pizza of Call of Duty, as we see another Warzone victory take place. Legends is surprised. He's like, wait, that's the last team?
It's like these players are getting so locked in. It's just
How
you
do
don't
you fry
even
her up
realize
so quickly?
sometimes you just want to go around the map and fly around, get into that flow state, as you mentioned. The developers intentionally placing every single tree even to make it perfect for our players. They are listening to the community feedback, and we are coming out with a really great product.
And so far, we've seen a ton of absolutely wild plays throughout Call of Duty Next. So we're going to take a moment to check out today's top plays presented by AMD.
Right, well, this was one that we had saw with Scump getting pinched here in this situation. And of course, Leonard Shifty and Ahsoka taking the dub.
You see even just bouncing in the background, just the excitement, the joy that comes through. We heard some words shared by Leonard Fournette, but Aiden, what happened? Hello? I mean, off the mantle, shots are there, but gets absolutely destroyed. That so far, I think, has been one of my top plays, just individually, and Repulse on the other side shows the joy of what exactly just unfolded. We'll see you on Reddit.
How about this snipe, though, from Dirty, trying to 360, boom, and right in there displaying the snipers. That's
That
to come with a
360
BS
snipe.
Recon, a win for Dirty and crew.
FaZe doing FaZe things. We're going to skip over to a quick break. 360, not quite no scope, but Dirty pop it off as we head to break. Come back with more.
How did he even hit that? Oh, we got some updates coming into Verdansk. Turn this down for y'all. Oh, I'm getting a little tired, Nancy. Might be wrapping up here soon. I'm curious what changes are bringing to Verdansk, and then we'll probably wrap up here. I think I've seen enough.
We are back with our developers because it's time to talk about the iconic Verdansk. Welcome, Assistant Creative Director Carl Beauregard from Beanox. Carl, what can you share us on the updates coming to Verdansk?
A lot, actually. But first, I just want to say that I'm really grateful to be here to represent so many great people who are working on Verdansk across the world. Now, together, we love Verdansk, just like our players. And we really wanted to make sure that for Season 1, we deliver really impactful changes to the map. So, together, Beanox, Raven, and High Moon, we've delivered not one, but two major point of interest. The first one is a brand new signal station, and the latter is a remastered factory.
Well, I think we're infilling as we speak, but let's take a look at the updated TAC map.
TAC map, there they are.
Very first look at Signal Station coming to Verdansk. Carl, we'll
I
start
want
with
Ashika
Signal
back.
Station.
Facts.
Tell us about this one.
I miss
it's
Ashika,
brand
the
new,
best
modern,
resurgence map
clean.
ever.
It's an eye-popping addition to the map. It has a unique gameplay feature that players can take advantage of. And as you can see right there, it features multiple buildings with unique visual, but more importantly, gameplay flow, right? You have the control room right there. You just saw the server room. There you go, we're back at it. It's really just a nice addition to the north section of Verdansk.
I was going to say, I mean, like the map, it looks great, and I love the addition, but why this area of the map?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, we saw that players really love military base, but it's also isolated in the north, right? And so we wanted to breathe life in an area that
Okay, so we're
hasn't
getting
seen much
2
action
new
lately.
POIs
So that's
for
why.
Verdansk.
Yeah, it sounds extremely cool. And one thing that I love is just we're seeing it around us now.
Yep.
But knowing that visual and the height is going to draw people into this POI. Hopefully some players are going to drop there today. We're going to get a look. But I think you mentioned earlier that there's a unique feature in store for us with Signal Station.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to talk about it, really. Signal Station will introduce what we call the Tactical Heat Map. It's a feature that gives you crucial information on the battlefield. So it's really great. Basically, in a nutshell, it shows the threat level all around you on the TAC map.
Interesting.
We're getting a look at it here.
Like
so
a
the
full map
tactical heat
UAV.
map is not in this
Today's-
build here
exactly.
at Next.
So here you can see it, the entire Verdansk displayed in front of you. You have
Yeah,
it. That's
full
your
map
personal
UAV.
version where you can see where most
not
players
full
are.
map,
It's really useful.
It looks really useful. It's giving, again, us as players a lot of choice. We can make, informed decisions based on a little bit of information around us.
Yeah. We wanted to add a strategic gameplay element as we introduced Signal Station. So that's what we've done. If you're an aggressive player, you can go there and use the heat map to go towards the red zones to get those high kill games. And if you want to play tactical, you can go towards the green ones or the yellow ones. You choose your own pace with the heat map.
I like
and
how
that's
he
what we
said
love about it.
tactical
And it
instead of
actually
if you're
gives a
scared
true reason
and you
to
don't
go
want
at
to
Signal
fight other
Station.
people.
Yeah, you're coming at it. We need
Go
the intel.
tactical
You want to get that
and go to
edge
the green
as a player.
areas.
I know our sweaty players are going to be there looking for, where to head for more kills early in the match.
Yep.
But a reminder, what we're seeing here at Next
Yeah,
is an
back to
alpha
grandma,
build
yeah.
of Warzone. So like I said,
It's
that
cool.
heat map is not available today in this build, but something that players are going to be able to jump into at Season 1, which is very exciting.
It is. It is.
Now, it's not the only POI we have to talk about in Signal Station. It looks great, but there is another whole different POI happening on Verdansk for Season 1, and that is Factory. Carl, Factory sounds cool as well, Steph.
Yep.
Yeah, we are very excited to welcome back Matt Christek from High Moon Studios. Matt, some people might be a little bit familiar with Factory, but what's new here?
Yeah, so the POI you remember from Verdansk 84 is coming back. We've updated the theme, but we've purposefully kept the layout the same. So it's now manufacturing rocket components. There's improved lighting. There's improved callouts. There's numbers on top of all the buildings. You can kind of see it from infill.
Yeah, I love how clean this map is, and like you said, because you kept the same layout, we're gonna know our way around, right? It's
Yep.
got a new look, but this feel is gonna remain the same.
Yeah, you can see the new rocket parts, different pieces of cover.
It is really cool. This does feel just like, it looks like the layout looks perfectly like 84. I've got some very strong memories of the rooftops of that factory.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah.
It looks like some of our players might be dropping in there live. Hopefully.
They're close to Signal Station right now. It's right behind him.
Oh yeah, I see I see it on the right there.
dome on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, getting ready to drop in. Good old Noisy Butters.
You love Butters.
We love Butters here, but again, are we going to go factory off rip? We're going to check out Signal Station?
Yeah,
I'm sure they will. Surely, guys.
Like I said, I feel like people are going to be really drawn to Signal Station in infill just because of the verticality and how that dome is just like, yeah,
It's so
here I go.
impactful. You almost see it from anywhere in the map. That's the beauty of it. It's like you're at Superstore, you see it. You're at the Overlook, you see it. You're at the stadium, you will see it too. So you can't really miss it out. It's a great landmark to Verdansk.
This drops a little far off, but I'll see if anyone's going for it. But this does look like a lot of fun, like a really, a nice addition to the map, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
No, Carl, I loved this spot back in the day, so I'm really excited to see it come back. Miles and I were playing Verdansk 84 together, back then. Here we are now.
Yeah.
But, what's it going to feel like?
I mean, we tend to really find success when we strike the right balance between fan favorite returns, like a great factory that feels good, that Matt just described, and then a brand new addition with Signal Station, as you can see right there on the screen. The beauty of them right now is they're both sharing a similar art direction, so they feel connected visually. So I think at the end of the day, those two additions will really help Verdansk, and that's what we wanted as we look at this map. And we
wow.
want it to have a beautiful future, right?
Yeah. And like I
Great
said before, keep
turnaround.
in mind alpha
Kill
build.
there.
This is an alpha build of
Quick
season
look-
1, so some things
quick
might
look
be
kill.
changing
Quick
between now
flip kill,
when
whatever you
players
call
can
it.
play it at season 1 launch. And you guys are looking for feedback on this too here at Next, which is awesome. So we might even see some changes, right?
Absolutely. You may see some changes in the future. It's normal. We're looking for feedback here at Call of Duty Next. So we're just very proud of what we've accomplished so far, and we can't wait to see what players do with it.
Guys, cannot wait to see the real deal when it comes to Warzone in Season 1. But for now, let's check back in on the TCL Power Hour with our casters.
Miles, thanks so much. Yes, we can confirm that all 9 of our conditions of the TCL Power Hour have been completed, which means 9 lucky folks at home will receive a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor.
Thanks, of course, to TCL. Wow, Dream Crazy. Like we said, if it's free, it's us.
Hey, yeah, and that's amazing too. Thank you so much to our players for getting those challenges done.
Absolutely. A little bingo shout happened. We went over, we confirmed it. Yep, C4 elimination had happened. So, again, make sure you keep your eye out for it, as if you were part of all the signups, you may be eligible to win one of those. But now, let's get back to the studio with our devs.
Thank you very much, squad. Oh, we get close every single time with that TCL Power Hour. Okie dokie. Wow, Season 1 sounds like it's going to be big for Warzone. Personally, really looking forward to using some of that needle drone. I'm a big fan. Lawrence Metten from Treyarch is back, joining Jason Rhodey now from Raven. And if you know, Lawrence loves a camo. What have we got, man?
I keep hearing this, Lawrence.
Yeah, well, I mean, have we mentioned this game's got camos?
We got camos.
Warzone's got a dedicated camo track, just like it did last year, but it's 16 all-new Mastery camos. Really excited to show them off.
They sure are talking about camos a lot today. They know their audience.
And really breaking out all the tricks for these Mastery camos.
I think this is one of the loudest reactions we got when it came to, you know, the creator reveal. So Golden Damascus. That's crazy. That's popping.
New take on a classic. I love this one.
Starglass is really cool. It feels like the color kind of shifts depending on the light that's hitting it. Looks green here, looks bluish here. Really cool.
It's a really nice two-tone vibe going on. That's really fun.
And Jason, I think this is your favorite.
Yeah, I made it no secret that this is the one I will be grinding for. Absolute Zero looks fantastic.
No sleep till Absolute Zero.
No sleep, not necessary.
Love that translucent barrel, but look at Apocalypse. This is mean.
Gnarly.
Cool
and I mean, like all final tier Mastery camos, wait till you see this thing when it gets fired.
Wow.
High caliber guns, super fun. Automatic guns, fun to fire with. And this one changes as you play and as you shoot.
This looks amazing. This looks fantastic. But what about camo tracking, Jason? We got an MP in Warzone?
Yeah, I'm stoked to have challenge tracking and the camo hub coming over to Warzone with launch of Season 1.
Awesome news. Now, Lawrence, tell us about global progression in Warzone, because I think this is happening, and I think players should be really excited.
Yeah, I mean, we've mentioned it leading up to this moment quite a few times. This is a truly connected game. Wherever you are playing, you are progressing. We have Classic Prestige in Warzone. We're going to have Weapon Prestige in Warzone for the first time.
You just know.
Weekly challenges in Warzone.
You just know the way that
100%er
dude
grind.
slid down the stairs. That
all of your favorite global systems are going to be in Warzone starting with Season 1.
Hell yeah, they are. Jason, I just want to hit quickly on playlists too. We know the community is always, asking what to expect. So specifically for Season 1, what can you tell us?
Yeah, with new Resurgence map, we're stoked to say that we want to make sure players are able to play what they want to play. So we will have both Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island available across all squad sizes in a rotation playlist at Season 1 launch.
Sick. Jason, for the competitive folks among us, can I ask about Warzone rank play? Is it happening?
I think I can tell you that Warzone rank play will be coming alongside multiplayer in Season 2.
Really excited to share more about what's coming to both Warzone ranked and MP ranked as we get closer to Season 2 launch.
Well, thank you so much, Lawrence, Jason, Carl, Matt, Francesco. There's so much to look forward to in the upcoming chapter of Warzone.
Oh, man. This is sick. So cool. Like, Warzone Season 1's going to be insane. There's so much going on. But, Steph, we're not done. I see that there was also
keep saying
something
that
over
and over
a small
again.
secret you want to share with the community.
The rumors are true, Miles, because I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community, because remember back in June, after the Black Ops 7 confirmation, you and we did an episode of the COD Pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we
Shout out to the COD Pod.
Shout out the COD Pod up on street. First up, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, for real. Check that out.
But there was a shot from the teaser that got the community, let's say, pretty excited.
Okay. Where you going with this?
And I said, hey, this is indeed a shot from the upcoming Black Ops 7 co-op campaign, right?
Yeah.
So that's the truth. This is campaign gameplay.
Yeah.
This is Avalon.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that two things can be true at once? So I am happy to officially confirm that we are bringing a bold new experience to Warzone in the spring, inspired by the original Blackout. and set on Avalon.
Shut the front door, Blackout, baby! We're back! I've got some incredible memories of
Wow,
Blackout.
so they're
with my
going
friends.
back to
I
Blackout.
do know where you were going with that one.
I punked you. I'm so sorry, but like, I am so excited to talk about this, and I'm not even done with announcements.
A lot of people
because
love
the
Blackout,
Warzone team is bringing the heat. We have a refreshed take on Rebirth Island coming to Resurgence in early 2026, and we're keeping the home of Battle Royale fresh with more updates coming to Verdansk in the spring.
Shout out
And
Battlefield
with the
6, making
arrival
sure
of
they
our
have
new
to do all this
experience
stuff.
on Avalon, we'll be running both the classic Battle Royale experience on Verdansk and this new mode on Avalon simultaneously.
Okay, so
we're
what's the new
giving
mode?
Warzone players more options on how they want to play.
Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot, Steph.
Stay tuned for more information on these in the next
The
year.
Blackout is
Can't
coming
wait
to the
see what
Avalon
new
map.
Blackout looks like, folks. Spring
Now
2026. It is
I
going
could get
to be
behind.
a banger. Up next, though, we have got Call of
Because
Duty
I'm looking
Mobile
for
Live
anything different
from
than
Las
Warzone,
Vegas.
frankly.
Don't go anywhere.
I never played Blackout, but anything
The official
different from
CPU
Warzone,
and
a new
GPU
experience,
partner
new
of Black
stuff.
Ops 7.
I don't care if it's new way,
Share the
new
wins.
character moves, but something
Elgato,
different than
the
Warzone,
official streaming partner of Call of Duty.
I could get behind, for sure.
Herman
I could
Miller.
get behind that.
Check out the latest
So look,
embodied
hey,
gaming
that's what
colorways
competition
at
is so good in the
hermanmiller.com/gaming.
industry. Battlefield 6
Xfinity
announced a couple
customers get
different
early
tweaks
access to the Black
and
Ops
ways to
7
play
open
their
beta.
Battle Royale.
Visit xfinity.com/rewards
I'm not saying it's a direct correlation,
to
but
claim
it
your
really
code
makes you
today.
think, doesn't it? All of a sudden, they're going back to something that that people loved about the Battle Royale experience. They're going back to Blackout, and it's a whole new mode and way to experience it. So, I think that's cool. I think that's a good move. And then I missed it, but they said something about Resurgence. They said it was a new Resurgence experience in spring, and then the new Blackout mode will be announced. Will be for Verdansk and the Avalon map. So, cool. Couldn't come up with anything new, so they're using old stuff. I mean, you speaking truth. Straight up, what they do when Warzone started heading downhill, they brought back like Modern Warfare 2019 stuff, right? Now that's going downhill, so we got a new Resurgence map finally, and now they're going backwards to Blackout and launching a new experience on Verdansk and Avalon. Well, new experience as in they're bringing out Blackout. So yeah, they're just going can't come up with it sure feels like they can't come up with new ideas, so they're going back to what used to work in the past. I will say though, I'm more interested of anything they said today. Zombies, the new tweaks they put in, and the new experience for Battle Royale has my interest more than anything else they said today. And again, I say new experience as in it's Blackout. Because a lot of people love that. I heard a lot of good things about Blackout, and frankly, anything other than Warzone, I'm fine with it.
With new collaborations and the return of fan favorite content, and even a brand new way to play. All this and more is coming up today. But before we dive into the future of Call of Duty Mobile, let's keep up with the good vibes going as we have iHeartRadio helping us out to celebrate 6 years with the official radio station on the free iHeart app. Not only are they bringing you the songs and sounds that level up your game, iHeartRadio is helping us reward players with $1.5 million worth of COD points.
All right, y'all. Looks like we're going into COD Mobile. So I am going to sign off. I think we've been streaming together for 3 hours. My throat hurts. My legs need a proper stretch. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna call it here, y'all. Some final thoughts from me. Let me turn this down a bit. All right, y'all. Some final thoughts from me. In all honesty, I didn't see anything today that made me go, yeah, I'm going to pre-order. I'm buying this game. Sorry. That's just me. I didn't see anything that did that for me today. A couple things I thought were interesting, and I've said this over and over again, but the kind of the weapons look a little bit more techie futuristic. I like the scopes. I'm not the scopes, the sights. The new guns, the camos look good. So, you know, a couple of small things for multiplayer. Zombies looks cool. We got a larger map this time, which is cool. We've got a tactic right from Tactical Commando, which is you got a car now to traverse the map. You've got to upgrade it. You've got to fine tune it. You've got to keep it with you if you really want to succeed in zombies. You have survival mode, which is a cool drop-in mode. So if you don't want to do all those objectives and all that, you can just drop in, do quick survival, which I will definitely be using if I end up getting the game. That's a big if. Resurgence, new map, cool. That's cool. It's a new map. All right. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just a new map. When I was watching people play, it just felt the same. Just you're doing everything the same in a different environment. I know that's a point of a new map. So look, if you loved Resurgence before, you'll probably like it. It's a new map, so you can keep going. But the numbers have been going down. So was this enough to bring it back up? I don't know. For me personally, that new map just wasn't enough to get me super hyped and like, yeah, I got to jump back in. Where they did catch my attention is when they said there's a new experience. Again, new experience, which is they're bringing Blackout to that Avalon map and Verdansk. So they didn't really dive too much into what that new experience is, but it'll be based on Blackout. Of all the things probably today that they've said, that's probably gotten my interest the most, with the second being the cool tweaks to zombies. But all in all, if I put it all together, I gotta say it didn't push me to get off the stream and then pre-order Black Ops 7. What I will do, I'll keep an open mind, as I usually do. I'll keep an open mind. I will try the beta. I'll play multiplayer, see how it feels. I'll play zombies, see how that feels. And then kind of make my final decision there. But right now, I am heavily leaning towards Battlefield 6. I think mainly because just sitting here and watching this, it feels more of the same, just a couple of little seasonings here of some small new things. But Battlefield 6 at least will feel fresh and refreshing. When I played the beta, that's what I felt. It definitely felt refreshing. They've got their own version of Battle Royale where it's more like kind of objective based. So it's not just about killing and wiping other teams. It's more like, what are you doing on the map? Are you completing objectives, taking out high value targets? So they've got a different way they're going about Battle Royale, along with, the class system and just a new feel. Just a new feel for what they're bringing to the table. And I think right now, that's what I need. That's what I want. I'm looking for that brand new look and feel. And I was hoping a little bit Black Ops 7 would bring that. But of course, what was I expecting? It's Black Ops 7. They're just continuing, from Black Ops 6. So, yeah, that's kind of my raw thoughts right now. I'm leaning more towards Battlefield 6. Nothing I saw today has really pushed me over the edge. We'll see what their new experience. I should just call it Blackout experience. Let's see what Call of Duty's Blackout experience feels like in spring of 2026. But that's months down the road. That's not happening anytime soon. That's spring. That could be any time, during spring. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like they waited too long. It would have been nice for them to be like, hey, by the way, season 1, Call of Duty, new experience. That could have been more impactful, in my opinion. That would have been more impactful than, hey, we're going to give you a little bit, we're going to give you more of the same, just with a couple of tweaks here and there. And then we're giving you the new experience in spring of 2026. So I don't know personally if what they showed today pushed anybody over the edge to really pre-order or buy this game. If you're a zombie fan and you love those little tweaks that they brought with the car and like stuff like World War Z Aftermath, then maybe. But yeah, nothing. I'm kind of firm in the fact that I'm leaning more towards Battlefield 6 just for that new, fresh experience and what they're bringing to the table, the excitement they brought to the table with the beta and their tweak on Battle Royale, and the fact that that Battle Royale is coming end of October, I believe. They're not waiting till spring 2026. So we will have that new Battle Royale fresh experience soon versus more of the same from Call of Duty, which is going to be your new Resurgence map and a couple of new POIs for Verdansk. But, you know, you've seen it. I mean, we've seen most of it. So that's where I am, folks. I will be playing the beta, and I'll reserve my final judgment, super duper final judgment for the beta. But I am based on what I've seen today, I am expecting more of the same. Just a couple of new semi-fun tweaks here and there, like overload and overclock systems and the new game mode. But I'm not expecting to be blown away. But we'll see. We'll see what happens during the beta, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. Much love to y'all for all the support. So we'll be signing off here. So have a great rest of your day. And with loyalty and respect, this is the Dawn of PlayStation signing off until the next one.